But as a Freedom member, you get unlimited standard delivery on every item you purchase from any Hochanda show, including Craft Price Drop. Plus, Freedom members also get selected discounts and offers. So why not join Freedom now? Get all the Craft Price Drop deals here and pay no postage. Freedom costs just $6.97 per month. Just add that number 88888 to your basket and continue bidding. Craft Price Drop, the new, exciting way to shop here on Hochanda.
I'm Debbie and this is Kim, and together we are Six Mini Memories.
We've known each other for about 8 years and we're based just outside Newcastle in the northeast of England.
We're very lucky in the fact that we've managed to bring lots of new things. We always try and bring new things, new books, patterns, fabrics, kits, notions, always quality.
And we do get the opportunity to do lots of demonstrations, which is great.
We're looking forward to continuing our journey with Hochanda and with you. We've got some beautiful fabrics on order as well as lots of notions.
And we've got the new booklets which have at least 3 projects in them, which will have lots of new quilts, tips and techniques.
Make sure you don't miss our shows. We always try to make them informative and fun.
That's it. And we just want you to sew. Hope you can join us.
Good morning, happy Tuesday, welcome along to Craft Price Drop. Yes, I'm Dave with you for the next, couple of hours in actual fact, but we're starting our day live on Hochanda with, of course, our Craft Price Drop hour. We do it every day at 7 o'clock in the morning and 7 o'clock in the evening, and an online version at 11 o'clock in the morning as well. Now today, really excited, got lots of variety for you. So if you want something different, you're in the right place, including shrink plastic. Now it's the first time I can remember having shrink plastic on Craft Price Drop. So if you love the idea of that, you hear us talk about it all the time, but very often you don't actually see it for sale. It is available for you right now. Get in now if you know you want to get this. You know it's going to go down to an amazing price. Let us show you the details though and how it works. On the screen we have up here the details, the item number, underneath exactly what the item consists of, and then we have the purple price. Now the purple price is what it should be. That's what you should be paying for it in, well, any situation, any day of the week. Underneath that, in the white box, that's where you see the price start to trickle down or sometimes plummet down to an amazing value for money price. Underneath that, not all the time, but at some point during the auction, you'll see the quantity that we have available. Now that's where it gets really interesting, because actually you control Craft Price Drop. Not me, not my producer, not my director, not the floor manager. No one controls it other than you, because it's only when we get to 0 stock availability that the price is locked. So we don't know where that price is going. We know it's going down, but we don't know exactly where to. And I don't know how many of these we've got, if we've got 50 of them or 10 of them or whatever. When it gets to 0, the price is locked, everyone pays that final low price. Now, the way to take part in Craft Price Drop, if I'm honest with you, is online rather than on the phone. So you can call, but sometimes, and very often, we do have queues. And if that's the case, you might miss the end of the auction and miss out. So best way, hochanda.com, put what you want in your basket as soon as you know you want it, like lots of you are doing right now for the shrink plastic offer. You think, oh, shrink plastic on Craft Price Drop, I want some of that. You put it in your basket, you check out, and then you just sit and watch that price go down. When it gets to 0, that locks the price. Everyone pays the final low price, and hopefully not many of you will pay P&P either of £4.95, because we don't want you to do that. We want you to be a member of the Freedom Club so you get your postage paid. £6.97 Freedom membership. Order it now, put it in your order at the same time as you go and join the Craft Price Drop. 88888, £6.97 is all you're charged, and that means you don't pay any P&P for a whole month. Okay, so what have we got? I said we've got some shrink plastic. It's not the most exciting thing to look at, but what you can do with it is phenomenal. What a lot of you do, I know, is make either bag charms, possibly you make jewellery. Basically, what you've got here are 10 sheets of the frosted shrink plastic, 10 sheets of the clear shrink plastic, and then you've actually got 2 half-kilo bags of cardstock as well. And it's kind of random shapes and random colours as well, but it's quality craft card that you're getting there. So you get 2 packs, half-kilo in each, a whole kilo in total. And also, we've opened up one of them to show you. You get various various colours, but you also get various textures. That looks to me like leather, but it's not. You've got like a linen effect here as well, a textured effect, but it's all basically metallic card as well. Got like a metallic silver here. Great for your dies, just random shapes, but it's a ½ kilo in weight in 2 packs. That's a whole kilo in total. Yeah, build up your stash, have lots of card there ready to rock and roll when you need it, but the shrink plastic is definitely the star of the show. 20 sheets, 10 sheets of frosted, 10 sheets of clear. The idea is that you can stamp it and then you heat it with your heat gun and you just watch it kind of shrink and shrivel up, and then eventually it then kind of flattens itself out. It looks a bit scary when you first do it. It flattens itself out, and then of course it can then become a charm, or it can become a topper on a card if you want it to be. It doesn't weigh virtually anything. But let's get that price down. Let's show you what it should be. $39.99 should be the price for shrink plastic in the cardstock, but we aren't charging you anywhere near that. We're going to bring in a great plummet to start the morning, $19.50. It is better than half price. Less than half price, £19.50 for 20 sheets of shrink plastic, a whole kilo of cardstock, and that is our first drop. Now that gives you some idea as to how low this price is going to go. Our first price plummet of the morning, and we're better than half price. Lots of you coming in already this morning already. Sue from Mansfield is there. She's a Freedom member. So is Pamela in Market Raisin. Hello, Pamela. Good morning to you. You're a Freedom member as well. Sharon in Bolton. Everdeen in Birmingham as well. All of you in wanting some shrink plastic action. I can't remember the last time I actually sold shrink plastic. It's not often in the show. I think Stamp Addicts bring it to us, but occasionally it's on, very often it's not, but it's talked about an awful lot. Here's your chance to get some shrink plastic this morning. 10 sheets of clear, 10 sheets of frosted, and a whole kilo of cardstock to build up your stash. $19.35 is where we're at the moment. £19.35. We're not happy with that. One plummet in the morning is not good enough. We want a double plummet. Come on then. Let's get those arrows flashing. The price is crashing to $14.99. A whopping saving. £25 off. I don't know what you'd pay for a sheet of shrink plastic. I don't know if you can buy it individually. What would you pay for one sheet of shrink plastic? A couple of pounds? I mean, a couple of pounds, that would be 40 quid. Because it's 20 sheets. 10 sheets of clear, 10 sheets of frosted. I don't know, I've never bought it individually, but a couple of pounds for a sheet of shrink plastic doesn't sound expensive to me. But at the moment, you're getting the kilo of cardstock, 20 sheets of shrink plastic for $14.93. And remember, the cardstock varies in shape and size. You've got, and texture as well. You've got, well, actually, yeah, you've got like the look of leather. You've got a textured, like a linen effect on some of these as well. Various different colours, brights, darks, metallics, all there. At $14.84. Think of the summer holidays coming up. Think of all those "Mum, I'm bored" comments that you're going to be getting. Or, "Are we there yet?" Well, all of these things can be solved when you've got lots of craft to keep the kids occupied, definitely. Shrink plastic is brilliant with the kids as well. Make little jewellery charms for their bracelets, that sort of thing. They'll be amazed. Obviously, with a heat gun, you do it, not the kids. But it's great fun. Stamp it, cut it, shrink it down. It goes down to about, I think it's about 10% of its original size. Depends which one you get, but certainly it shrinks down quite dramatically. £14.75 is where we're at the moment for 20 sheets of shrink plastic, 10 frosted, 10 clear, and a whole kilo of cardstock in 2 packs. From Carol's Crafts, 2 half-kilo bags of craft card. Here we go, another plummet, third plummet on this auction alone. At $13.50, you are saving 2/3 off the price. Lots of you coming in, starting your Tuesday morning with us at Craft Price Drop. Welcome along. $13.50. That is working out. If we just did the shrink plastic, if we just took that into account and nothing else, how much would that be per sheet? $13.50 divided by 20 is about 68p a sheet for shrink plastic, and that's not taking into account the kilo of cardstock. 14 left. We are busy, busy, busy. We don't have masses of stock of this. Get in today. Actually, lots of our lots in this craft price drop this morning are fairly limited quantities, so I urge you to get in early. The sooner you get in, the better to reserve your space in the auction. And remember, to get your place in the auction, it's not just a case of putting it in your basket. That doesn't mean you've got the item. You have to check out. Check out with your debit or your credit card. That puts you in the auction. That takes that ticker down by 1, and also it means you don't pay the price until we lock the price. What about 61 pence per sheet? And that's not taking into account the kilo of cardstock. That's added into the mix. 10 left. at £12.22. We started at nearly 40. We're just over a tenner now at £12.22. And no P&P if you're a Freedom Club member for all of this fantastic shrink plastic and cardstock. £12.22. 7 chances. We gave you lots of name checks earlier. You're already in. You came in. Lots of you came in when it was like in the 30s. You're sitting there pretty thinking, I'm pretty chuffed with this. £12.22 for all that shrink plastic. I've been wanting shrink plastic for a while. Here's your chance. First time I've seen this in Craft Price Drop. I'm not saying it's the first time it's been on. It's the first time I've seen it. £12.22. Can it go down any lower? Yes. Another 20 pence slashed off the price to £12.02 with 5 sets left. And no P&P. A kilo of cardstock would cost a lot to send in the post, wouldn't it? We're going to deliver it to your door without postage if you're a Freedom member. £12.02. How many have we got left? We've got 4. Down to the last 3. All of these people are in. Congratulations. You've put it in your basket. You've checked out. We're at £12.02 with 3 sets of the shrink plastic left. 2 left. Are you going to get in? Are you going to be lucky? Are you going to get your shrink plastic? Try it. Heat gun, that's all you need. Not a hairdryer, a heat gun it has to be. Heat it up, watch it shrivel down. Around about 10% of the size I think it goes to. 60 pence per sheet without taking into account the 1 kilo of cardstock. £12. £12 dead. We've got 1 left. That looks like it's going to be the final price. Our first auction this morning on Craft Price Drop. Susan, you've closed it. Thank you very much.
Price lock.
Morning announcer. He's there. Bright and breezy. Yep, he confirms £12 is what everybody pays for those 20 sheets of shrink plastic and the 1 kilo of cardstock as well. Happy days. Right now, I said to you we've got lots of variety in Craft Price Drop this morning, and I'm not telling porkies. We've got lots of different items. Now, if you love your embroidery, maybe you love your pink ink designs, that sort of thing, what we've got here for you is something that is perfect. If you love doing embroidery or stitching, cross-stitch or anything like that, you'll want to get this auction in your basket right away. £28.95 is the starting price, 985179 your item number. It's an accessory pack. You've got all of these embroidery hoops. You've got some of them that are wood, and actually these are some of the most decorative embroidery hoops I've seen. This has got like a wood, it's a plastic, but it looks like wood. It's actually got like a wood grain actually embedded into it. You get various different sizes. That's the 10-inch. This one is your 7-inch. This one is your 7-inch as well. Then you've also got some oval embroidery hoops as well. Now they actually double up as frames. They look lovely as decorative frames to your finished embroidery when it's maybe hung on the wall. So you get 4 embroidery hoops. You get your embroidery scissors, which are incredibly sharp and very, very precise as well. They're included too. And you've got this. I love these. These are so clever. And this is not just for embroidery. Let me pop it over my neck. Now these are really, really popular in our cross-stitch shows, because obviously the magnifier means that you can have this on your chest area. You can of course adjust it so it's as high or as low as you want, but then it just sits on your belly or sits on your front, and it then magnifies what you're working on, but your hands free, so you can see exactly what you're doing. You can maybe you're making jewellery. I've got jewellery making shows coming up with Jane Aldrich in the next hour, so join us for that if you can. But if you struggle with the tiny little links and making things, repairing things, model making as well, cross-stitch, embroidery, anything like that, it is basically an embroidery magnifier which you put over your head and of course rest on your body. Now this is brand new to Craft Price Drop today. £28.95 for those 4 embroidery hoops, the scissors and the magnifier, but we don't want to charge you anywhere near £28.95. Oh no! Let's get a price plummet going. Let's get you on the phones and get you on the website, hopefully putting your bid in for this. £20. When I say you bid, you're not technically bidding. All you're doing really is putting this in your basket and checking out, and then watch that price plummet. Watch that price until it gets to 0 stock. When we get to 0, that locks the price. Almost a third off the price just in the first price plummet. 4 embroidery hoops, scissors and a magnifier. The magnifier, I like making models, and the last model I did was the Titanic, actually, which took me a good couple of months to do it. But you know what? Even though it was quite a big model, that sort of size, there were tons and tons of fiddly little bits, and I struggled. My eyesight as I'm getting older is getting worse. And although I wear glasses, that's not always enough. A magnifier like this is superb. You can, of course, hold it in your hands if you want to as well, but the fact you've got the neck string to go round so you're completely hands-free, working with things without straining your eyes, it's a wonderful tool to have. £19.28. We've taken nearly £10 off. but we can do better. We can do a bit better than a tenner. That's not bad. That's not to be sniffed at. Let's see where we can go. Let's get another plummet in. I never know where the price is going, and that's a God's honest truth. And certainly I never know where it's going to end. £15.50, nearly half the price. I'd pay at least probably £12, £13 for this magnifier. I mean, a magnifying glass that size, it's a handheld magnifying glass. How much would you pay for one of those? But the fact it's got a lanyard on it, you can wear it around your neck, it sits on your body. It's a genius invention, genius idea. And then all of these different hoops. Actually, I said 4, you've actually got 5, beg your pardon. You've got 5 embroidery hoops in different sizes. So you can have 5 projects on the go at once. And then when you finish them, they're decorative enough, certainly the blue ones are, and this one's plastic, but it looks like wood. And it's actually got a little hanger on it as well. How cool's that? And they're great for home decor. Put them on the wall. And if you get, maybe you've got an embroidery piece in the hoop and you want to change it maybe for something else that you've just made, you can easily unclip it, take the embroidery work out, put a new piece of work in. So, yeah, it looks like wood, but you get 5 hoops, and you get the scissors, and you get the magnifying glass. £15.46. I mean, if you just paid for the hoops, 5 hoops will be £3.09 per hoop. That's not taking into account the scissors, not taking into account the magnifier. I'd pay that for the magnifying glass. £15.44. Maybe you want the magnifier. Maybe like me, you're struggling with your eyesight as you're getting a little bit older. Maybe you don't do embroidery, but you know someone that does. And you're thinking, that's a great gift idea for them. If you do embroidery, 1 hoop is never enough. You need more. OK, let's get that price even lower. If you're a pink ink fan, you love your cross-stitch, all that sort of thing, this is the auction for you, isn't it? £14.98. It is exactly half price for the embroidery accessory pack. Here come some names that are getting in on this one. If you go out and buy an embroidery hoop on its own, you're looking at about £5 or £6 normally, just for a small one in wood. So to get 5 of them, and the scissors and the magnifying glass, at £14.96. All of you are in. Under £3 a hoop we're paying at the moment, not taking into account the magnifier or the scissors. All of you coming across the bottom of the screen, you're in. Carol in Billingham, Tina in Dover, hello Tina, Linda in Basildon, Valerie in Westcliff-on-Sea. All of you at the moment are Freedom members, meaning you don't pay a penny postage. Freedom Club, 88888, £6.97. 21 sets of these is all we have left. 21, down to 20 now. So quite a big quantity on this, that's good. £14.96. Virtually half the price they should be. And look, they're big. This 10-inch hoop, I mean, that's a big project, isn't it? That would look lovely on the wall. It's a screw thread, so you can easily tighten it up. You can easily release your work. So you get the 10-inch. You get 2 7-inch hoops as well, 1 in a blue plastic, 1 in like a faux wood. And then you get 2 of these as well. Really unusual shapes, those. I like those. If you do maybe like a flower with a stem or something like that, then that's the size of embroidery hoop you want. Again, it's tightened and loosened with a little screw thread on the side there. £14.96. 15 left. Oh, go on. Let's do it again. Let's start Tuesday the right way with a bargain in your basket. Here we go. Another plummet. £14.50. £14.50. Are you in? All of the people we put on the screen just a few minutes ago, and many more of you, are in on this auction. You've checked out, you've put it in your basket, you've done all of that, and you're just sitting there thinking, how low is it going to go? How low is it going to go? £14.50. £2.90 a hoop. And remember, you get the most brilliant magnifying glass. Just to show you how good the magnifier is on this. Look, there we go. You can see, look. There you go, look. Isn't that good? Imagine that, just resting against your body, everything you're working on suddenly gets that much closer. Cool, isn't it? We're down now to single figures. We're down to the last 9 on Craft Price Drop for Tuesday morning. And you do actually have these little windows here as well. I forgot to show you those. And they're even more magnification in those, okay? So if you've got very, very, very tiny things to do, needles to thread, links to connect, all that sort of thing, things to repair, you pop it over your head, rest it on your body, hands free. 5 left. Lots of you in on this one, congratulations. It's a bit of an unusual auction today. We've got lots of very, very unusual things and new things that we've not seen on Craft Price Drop before. We've done shrink plastic already, and we've also got, of course, the embroidery hoops, and we've got the magnifier as well. Oh, we have a star buy as well coming up. I'll tell you about that in a minute. Forgot about that. 2 left at £14.48. If you're in, congratulations. Everyone is paying that final low price. Who's going to take it to zero and who's going to lock that price for us? I'll give you a name check when you do it. If it's in your basket, check out. That takes it to zero. Margaret, you've taken it to zero. You've closed the auction. Thanks, Margaret.
Price locked.
There we go. Everyone pays that locked price, which is, just to confirm, £14 and 48 pence. 14.48 is what everybody pays. And has anyone paid postage this morning at all, Lottie? Not that we've seen. If someone has, we've not noticed. So lots of Freedom members coming in and getting bargains and paying, of course, no P&P at all, because you're a Freedom member. Now we have a star buy coming up soon. What is the star buy? I can tell you, it is Tonic. It's Tonic on its travels. Yeah, we're going to New York, top left. We're going to Egypt, or it could be Vegas. There's Paris. Vegas is the pyramid, isn't it? Luxor in Paris. And it's the Louvre in Paris as well. It could be either of those two. You've got Big Ben, you've got the Gherkin, you've got Tower Bridge, you've got the London Eye, and then you've got the Metro, the Paris Metro sign. Did you see those scenes in Paris yesterday with the football team came? Wasn't that amazing? Incredible. Right, so that is our star buy coming up in this show at some point. I don't know when, but it will be on the way, and it'll be an amazing price drop. Okay, stamps from Just Right, part of Spellbinders. They are, of course, a great die company, but also they produce some amazing stamps as well. And I know lots of you have actually started a Just Right stamp collection, because we don't normally have them on our normal Hochanda shows, but they do regularly appear on Craft Price Drop. So here's your chance to get something a little bit unusual. I love these to bits because they're a fantastic background, or also they could be the front of the card as well. £32 and 4 pence is the price. That's what it should be for both of these. So you're looking at £16.02 per stamp. If I turn them round, you'll see just how beautiful they are. Rubber, and they're foam mounted rubber as well. If I just remove this off the carrier sheet for you. Always keep these because they're laminated, they're plastic, they're hole punched as well. They're designed to go into ring binders with no problem at all. But the actual foam on the back is tacky. Not sticky, but just tacky, so it will attach to an acrylic block very, very easily, or a stamping platform, no problem. So that one has got that pattern on it, and it's got a lovely oval aperture in the centre. And of course you can use it that way, you can use it that way. So that one is your lace oval frame. Then we've also got your iron swirls as well. Now that as a background will be absolutely superb. And again, great for your mixed media too. If you love your texture pastes and all that sort of thing, then that's going to be fantastic. You don't have to use the whole thing. You can just, you know, use, and Leonie does this all the time. She just takes the stamps off like this and just does this with it, which is great. So it just leaves an imprint of that pattern randomly on your texture paste or whatever you're using. But equally, stamped properly, it would make a wonderful background. Okay. We don't want to pay £16 and 2 pence per stamp because it's a Craft Price Drop. We want a bargain. We want as many bargains as we can get into 1 hour. Let's get those arrows flashing then, and the prices are crashing. Here we go. Here comes the first plummet. Half price. You pay for one, get one for nothing. £16 and 2 pence for both. £8 and a penny each. That is a bargain for these stamps. They are top quality. I can't ever remember seeing or using or holding stamps that are superior to this. They are the top of the tree when it comes to quality. Wonderful designs as well, and they are both less than what you should be paying for one now. We're under half, or better than half price. £15.39 for both, and it's still going lower. Maybe you've just bought yourself a ring binder because you're finding yourself buying lots of Just Right stamps and you want a collection in one binder. They're designed to go into ring binders, just standard ones that you can buy on the high street and the stationers, they're fine. But if you want, say, tonic ring binders or something like that, we've got those in stock, of course, on our website right now. We want to go down even further. Let's go down. £7.50 each, £14.99 for the two. And they are a really good size as well. These are, does it say a size? 4.5 inches by 5 3/4. Really good size. £14.78 gets you both from Just Right. But we can do better, I'm sure. No quantity on the screen yet, so we still have a little bit of time. If you do want to call us, there's that number. Important, I've not mentioned this yet this morning. It is a different number to normal. 01733 797 100 is the craft price drop number when we're doing the TV version, okay? Different to our normal Hochanda number. There's dedicated craft price drop operators waiting for your call, but remember, there's always the chance you get in a queue. We can't have hundreds of operators sat there waiting for a phone to ring. We have a limited quantity of them, and if suddenly something explodes in popularity and there's a queue, you can miss out on the auction. That's just the way it works. So please use websites if you can. Our website, hochanda.com. Put it in your basket, check out, you're in the auction. Here we go. Another price plummet. Where is it going to go this time? £13.75 for both. £6.88 per stamp. What about quantity? How many have we got? Those arrows mean we're going to put the quantity on the screen. We've only got 5. 5 sets of these stamps to go around. Not many at all. 4. They're going fast. £13.75 instead of £32.04. You're looking at about a £20 saving approximately, and £19. 3 left. Are you taking it to 2? Remember, when you check out, you are controlling that counter just there. If you check out now, it'll go to 2. Who's checking out next? You've done it. You're taking it to 2. Thank you very much. £13.54. £13.33. It's still going down, and we still have stock, but only 2 sets of those stamps left. Who's taking it to 1? No one at the moment. Or maybe it's you thinking, oh, I want those at £13.33. There's a bar someone's just checked out. There we go. Look, 1 left. 1 set left. £13.33. This is the only show I know that you actually control every aspect of it. It's locked. Its price is
Price locked.
£13.33. Someone just checked out at that moment and locked the price. Closed the auction. Thank you very much. Everyone has gone. And there's never a guarantee that we can actually bring things back. We can ask, and sometimes we're lucky, but sometimes we're told, well, that's it, that's all we had. Now, the star buy is on the way, remember. We're going all over the place, actually, with Tonic. We're going all over the world. We're going to Paris, we're going to America, we're going to London. I'm kind of going that way. Everything's on wheels in this place, even us. We just get wheeled around, studio to studio. Right, OK. What about... Maybe just get dragged this way. Right, what about stamps and dies? The Tailored Expressions, 4 stamps and die sets as well. 47 stamps and 4 dies is what you've got. Now, I've not seen these before. These are new. This is a new brand as well. Although, to be honest, it's got a bit of a spellbinder's feel to it. I don't know if it's part of them. I think it might be. It looks a bit like it, doesn't it? Well, what we've got actually here 4 dies just laid down in front of me here. Let me show you these. There we are, look. So you've got your feather dies and you've got your mannequin dies. 4 dies. So they are the perfect partner to the stamp. If I show you, look. So there is your stamp for the mannequin. There is your die for the mannequin. So you can stamp what you've cut and cut what you stamped. Same with the feathers as well, which is this one just here. So they're exactly the same size as those feathers there as well. But of course they are completely independent. If you don't want to use the dies, you've just got the stamps that you can use on their own as well. So you've got, what else have we got here? We've got wonderful verses. Feathers, we'll just get a close-up for you. Feathers appear when angels are near. Yeah, I've heard that before. Hope is the thing with feathers that perches in the soul. May your dreams come true. So those wonderful verses are on there as well. Over here, this big bundle, look at this. They're all pre-cut, they're all foam mounted, all quality thick rubber stamps. Quality, quality, quality all the way. This one's got a tea party theme to it, which is massive over here, isn't it, in the UK? Everyone loves a little bit of a tea party. Maybe it's a fundraiser that you're doing for charity. And again, you've got all these different little verses as well. You've got the tea bag stamp, clarity, serenity, creativity. You've got the teapots, you've got the cup, the saucer. Oh my Darjeeling. I like that. Really cute. And then on this one, what have we got on there? We've got congratulations on your wedding, Mr. and Mrs. Now, the Mr. and Mrs. is exactly, they're different. So if you want Mrs. and Mrs. and Mr. and Mr., you can do that too. You've got, may happiness be yours, today and always. Love, one amazing day celebrating 2 wonderful people. Lovely verses, like those. And again, they're all foam backed for you. Peel them off, stick them on. Okay. So this is a really unusual collection. I've never seen them before. I've never seen the brand before. Maybe you haven't either. It's new to Craft Price Drop as well. £83.04 worth of value. we've got a detailed page to show you what you should be paying for this. So this is what you should be paying for. The Light as a Feather, 6 stamps and 2 dies, 17.21. The Bonjour Couture, 6 stamps and 2 dies, 17.21. The Creativity Tea is 24.31 for the stamps, and the Happily Ever After, 16 stamps, 24.31. Combined value, £83 and 4 pence. We don't want to charge you that. We don't want to charge you anywhere near that. This is Craft Price Drop, and this is what we do. Boop. Less than 50 quid. £33 and 5 pence off. £49.99 for the stamps and the dies from Tailored Expressions. Nearly 40% off the price. Something that maybe you've never seen before. If we've not seen it, the chances are maybe you've not seen it either. Something different for your crafting stash, something different for your everyday crafting. The tea party theme, the Mr. and Mrs. theme, the Mr. and Mr., the Mrs. and Mrs. theme, the kind of civil partnership wedding thing. Lovely set of stamps there. Then you've got your feathers, then you've got your mannequin as well. And you get the 2 dies, remember. Well, it's 2 dies in that set. 2 dies in that set. They're thin dies, so they will go through all of your machines, even the tinier machines, because they're not too wide. They'll be able to cut for you perfectly, and they will cut what you've stamped with these 2 sets. Under £50 on this Tuesday morning. Lottie, in my producer's ear, has just said to, or in my ear, has just said to me, she can do better than that. OK, Lottie, do your work. Work your magic. Press that button. Let's get that price crashing. £34.50, nearly £50 off the price. Not bad reduction, is it? Nearly 60% off. And the lovely thing is, you know, we start the show completely blind. We never know where the price is going to go. That's your job. That's what you do. Without even realising it, you are driving the show. You're controlling it. Not a producer, not a director, not me. Well, you do it. When you put something in your basket, obviously, one has gone off the availability. When we get to 0, that is when that price is locked. It could be locked at 34, 38. I don't know how many of these we've got, but if someone comes in and buys all of them, then that price is locked at 34.26 now. But it's only when it gets to 0. You need to get in early, put it in your basket and check out. If you don't check out before the end of the auction, you've missed out. If anyone, I don't know, maybe the card doesn't go through or whatever, if there's any left, you'll be charged the higher price after the end of the auction. So you don't want that to happen. Very often, most of the time, there is no stock left when we get to 0. People have confirmed, they've checked out, their debit card's been charged or whatever, and everyone pays that final low price. Let's do it. Let's mean business on this Tuesday morning. Let's get as low as we can go. Well, maybe even lower, who knows. But here we go, another plummet. £33.25. £50 off virtually for all of those stamps and those 4 dies as well. Hochanda.com is our website. There it is on the bottom of your screen. That's where you have to go. That's where you'll see everything that is in the show. Or if you'd rather call and talk to a human, you can do that. 01733 797 100. That's our operators for Craft Price Drop this morning. They're there taking your calls right now. But remember, there can sometimes, very often, be queues. We had 20-minute queues the other day on one of our shows. They were so busy. Website's always the way to avoid anything like that. We don't have queues at the moment, so you can get through straight away. 01733 797 100. The operator will make sure that you are in the auction. All you need is a credit card or debit card, and they will charge your card when we finish this auction, not before. When we know that final price, that's when everyone is charged on their debit or credit card. £33 and a penny. 10 left. Let's get another plummet in. That was £50 off. Let's go lower. Let's get even better value for money for you this Tuesday. Over £50 off now. £31.99. That is over 60% you're saving. 60% off plus. 9 down, 9 left. 8 left. All of these stamps and those dies are on their way. 62 pence per element, if you want to break it down. 47 into 31.99. Yeah. And don't forget you've got the 4 dies too, so it's actually more than that, or less than that. 47 stamps and 4 dies, so there's 52 elements, or 51 elements in total. 6 left at 31.99, a bargain, I'm sure you'll agree. They're all foam-mounted rubber stamps of the highest quality, and those dies as well are included. 4 dies that match the feathers, that match the mannequins on those smaller die sets as well, those stamp sets. 2 left. We're moving it out of the way, which means we're nearly at the end of the auction. 2 chances to get those stamps and dies. Maybe it's a brand you've not seen or heard before, but you can tell the quality is absolutely superb. 2 left at 31.75. Just one set left. I'll keep my fingers crossed for you. If you're scrambling for your mobile or your tablet or your computer, juggling the kids with their breakfast and getting a bargain at the same time, Joanne, you've just closed that auction. You've got the last set.
Price lock.
Nice work. Absolutely. Price is locked at £31.75. We'll see if we can get that brand back again, because they proved very popular. Anyone paying P&P? No, I don't think anyone has this morning, have they? Not that we know of. One may have slipped through, but at the moment we don't think anyone's paid P&P, which means one thing. All of you have been members and are members of the Freedom Club, which makes sense. If you're thinking, what's it all about? Freedom Club, what's that all about? Basically, it's a club that you can join. It's £6.97 for membership. Item number, if you want to join it, just like you're buying an item, just put 888 888 888 888 in your order box. And that's what you'll be receiving. Freedom membership, which means you get unlimited standard delivery on everything you buy from us, either on Craft Price Drop or Hochanda shows for a whole month. Members' discounts on certain products, members' badge, and a monthly newsletter as well. All for that wonderful sum of £6.97. And when you bear in mind P&P on Hochanda's Craft Price Drop shows is £4.95 per item, you're going to buy two items and you're instantly in credit, aren't you? It makes sense. Right, now, what are we doing next then? Spellbinders. These are always very, very popular. We've had them on before. They've been a very popular line from Spellbinders before, and we've been able to get more stock for you. Now, bearing in mind it's this time of the year, I know it's still very, very hot and everything, but it's this time of the year that every crafter starts to think about Christmas. So, these shouldn't be reduced. Normally, things like this are, full whack this time of the year. You might find things reduced in January and February, like your wrapping paper and things like that. Anything Christmassy in the beginning of the year, probably you find a reduction on, but not this time of the year. These are going to go to a ridiculous price, I've been told. Where they go exactly is entirely up to you. Let me show you the first one. I love this tree. This is probably my favourite Christmas tree of all. It's incredibly ornate, beautifully decorative. And if I just... Oh, we've got the board, actually. Didn't realise we've got boards. Didn't see them. Let me show you. Have we got the board for it? Yeah, it's here. Now look, there it is as a tree, but if you cut it out twice, it then becomes a wonderful diamond-shaped centrepiece. You can cut it out 4 times and it will make a fantastic centre card topper, wouldn't it? But on its own, it's the most ornate, flamboyant tree. And you get little bows, which you can decorate the tree with as well. The star can go on the top. So that's really lovely. That's the tree with bows, but it doesn't have to be. You've got your Joyeux Noël. So, in other words, you've got this wonderful plaque. Now, it doesn't have to be Christmas. It can also be used for absolutely anything you wanted it to be. But the Joy of Noel is actually embossing in there. So, you've got, there's your die, which will cut out that plaque. You've also got, this is a separate die, so if you wanted to use that completely independently, you could do. Also, if you didn't want to use it at all, if you wanted to use the banner for something else un-Christmassy, you've got that option. So both of those dies now are versatile all year round. You've then got your stocking trio. They are cute, really, really cute. Christmas stockings. And then finally, you've got your joy strip. Now that cuts out, but it also embosses. And it's the embossing that gives you the word joy. And you can ink it as well. I don't know if you can see, if I just angle it so there's a little bit of shadow on it. You can see the embossing on it, I think. There we go, that's it. There's the embossing. So if you want to ink through it, that would really make the joy stand out. And I think they've done that on the front of the packaging. There'll be a look just there. So if you ink through it, use it as a stencil, the joy stands out even more. All right? So those 4 should be £62.97. Now, you've probably spotted the price is creeping down as I speak. It's already been going down by pennies. Let's show you how we break down that price. OK, £13.99 for your joy strip. £21 for your Joyeux Noël, the 2 dies, that fantastic frame. £13.99 for the tree with bows, and £13.99 for the stocking trio, those 3 dies. £62, 37 pence. That's the price you pay. 62.37 at the moment. But you pretty much know that price is not going to be anywhere near 60 anything. Let's do it. Half the price. Smashed. Absolutely smashed it. £31.49 for all of those dies. And remember, 2 sets of them aren't Christmassy at all. Well, they are, but they can be all year round. Take the Joyous Noel out. They've got a very attractive border. And that tree, although it is a tree when it's used singularly, just think of it as a wonderful topper. Doesn't have to be a tree at all. Just going to be a wonderful flamboyant topper. Cut them out numerous times, use them in lots of different ways, but you do have your star to go on top of the tree. You've got your little bows as well, which you can do in contrasting colours to decorate the tree too. All these dies for £31 and 25 pence. 31.25, half price. Better than half price. Coming up to 20 to 8 on Tuesday morning. Good morning, welcome to Craft Price Drop. We do it every day, 7 a.m. and 7 p.m. on your telly and online only at craftpricedrop.com at 11 a.m. every day. Now we're feeling a little bit daredevil this morning. We're going to go even lower than better than half price. Here we go. Let's go to a silly £24.99. 60% off the price. I've said that quite a few times in this show, 60% off. That seems to be the kind of standard reduction at the moment. We may even go lower. £24.99 from £62.97. So you're saving nearly £40 off. Just over £6 a die set. I mean, when was the last time you bought a die, and how much would a die like that set you back? £14.99? I would have thought. Yeah, about that. 13, 14, £15 easily. What would you pay for a die that size? Maybe 14, £15. Actually, this is what you should be being charged for the Joy and Noel, the two dies. £21 you should be paying for that. The tree with the bows, £13.99. Yeah, about £14. Not today. You get the lot for £24.99, but you may not even pay that. You're guaranteed to be charged no more than £24.99, but now the arrows are flashing, you're going to go even lower. And we're going to get the quantity in as well. £22.99. We only have 9 sets of these Spellbinders dies left. 8 sets left now. Remember, the joy, to get the most out of that, you die cut it, but then you use it as a stencil and ink through it. That then gives you that wonderful word. And it stays in the cardstock as well. The stockings, the banner, the Christmas tree, £22.87. We only have 6 or 5 left now in our vaults. If you want yours, all you got to do is put it in your basket and check out on the website hochanda.com or call us 01733 797 100. The operator will make sure you're in the auction if they answer you in time. And if they don't, all I can do is apologise. There's a limit to how many calls we can take. There isn't a limit to how many of you can order on the website. The only limit is the quantity. We've got 2 left. The next 2 of you through will get those dies for £22.87. There's 1 set left. Is it coming your way? It's gone to Angela. Congratulations. You've got the last set.
Price lock.
My mum's called Angela. Nice one, Mum. I don't think it's Mum. £22.87. Congratulations. Everyone pays that low price. And the P&P, of course, of £4.95 if you're not a Freedom Club member. Star by time. Da, 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 da. There we go, look. Up in lights. Star by, meaning this has been hand-selected by the guys here, representing the most amazing quality, the most amazing value for money, something that you're going to absolutely want to have in your crafty stash. Now, we're taking you around the world. Now, this one, the Parisian one, with the Arc de Triomphe, the Eiffel Tower, you've got the Louvre there as well, with the pyramid, but that could easily be the Luxor in Vegas if you wanted it to be. Notre Dame Cathedral. In America, you've got the Empire State, you've got Statue of Liberty. I can never remember that one there, that building there. Is it Trinity? It's on Times Square, but is it Trinity Building? I think it's the one that goes to a point in Times Square. I can't remember the name. You've got, of course, the bridge as well. London Bridge, London Eye, the Gherkin, Big Ben, that's kind of covered up at the moment. Down the bottom, you've got the skyline, you've got the 3 cases, and you've got the metro sign for the Parisian Underground. All of that, it's all to do with travel, obviously. All of these dies should be £61.44. Email in if you know the name of that. That's bugging me now. If you know the name of that building, that one there, maybe you've been there. Can you remember what it's called? It's the one that goes to a point right on the middle of Times Square, but I can't remember what the building's called. Email in, let me know. studio@hochanda.com. Thank you very much. OK, let's break it down. Let's show you what these should be being charged for these. The Rococo dies. Here they come. £10.99 for your traveller's luggage, the 3 cases. The Metro sign, £6.49. London landmarks, £10.99. New York landmarks, £10.99. Paris landmarks, £10.99. And the city skyline should be £10.99. Combined value, £61.44. It's a great die set to have. Iconic buildings, iconic sites. Let me show you some cards that have been made using this. Oh, let's drop the price first. Let's do that before anything. That's the most important thing. Let's get that price going down. Okay. The chevrons are telling me that £28.47 better than half price. You're only paying for 3 dies now out of all the sets. And these are great. London landmarks. There we go. Look. Miss London. Love London. They're great. So they got the London Eye, Tower Bridge, the Gherkin, Big Ben. Have you been up the Gherkin? There's your cases. The Flatiron Building. It is Times Square, isn't it? Top of Fifth Avenue. Oh, okay. I thought it was in Times Square. Thank you for that. So the Flatiron Building. Is that right? I would not have known that. The one Times Square is something different. There's your Metro. There we go. There's your cases. Love that one. Really lovely. Paper piece with it as well. Like that. Then you've got, oh yeah, you can actually change the London skyline if you want to. Have a bit of fun with it. Let's put Big Ben next to the Gherkin. That doesn't work, does it really? Big Ben next to the London Eye. Yeah, let's change the landscape. Love it. Those scenes in Paris yesterday were fantastic. Absolutely amazing. So close, but yet so far. And then, there we go, look, love them. Unmistakable. 2756 iconic landmarks from around the world. Actually, maybe you're giving someone tickets to New York or something like that as a Christmas shopping. Would that be great? Go to Christmas shopping for New York. Put a card with the tickets inside it. How brilliant would that be? 2756. 6144 should be the price. 2756 is the price. But it may not be. Not for much longer. We're not happy with 2756. We want to give you better value. We want to get that price even lower. 20 quid, there we go. Nearly 70%. I haven't said that today so far. Nearly 70% off the price. This is what you should be paying. You're not even paying for do-die set. Yeah, if you take London landmarks and New York landmarks, that would be £21.98. You're paying less than that for all of it. And these have been popular dies. They've been hugely popular dies. Can you imagine? Jodie loves them. Everyone loves them. And they're Rococo dies, so they just basically are 1 die for each image through your machine, and there's no mistaking what they're trying to be. Sometimes when you see dies of certain places or iconic buildings, you kind of think, it's like a version of. No, there's no mistaking where these are. 1972, I mean, that cityscape down there, that one, could be anywhere, couldn't it, really? That could be Brooklyn, Manhattan, could be London, could be anywhere at all. 1958. Actually, Lottie, my producer, she got proposed to in Paris and went on honeymoon in New York. Ah, you should get these, Lottie. Yeah. Milestones in your life. Maybe you're the same. Maybe the same thing's happened to you or similar. Scrapbooking as well. If you've got your pictures that you want to put in a memory book and you want to have iconic designs around it, this will do it. It is our star buy, so this has to be the most incredible value for money. It is the most incredible value for money already at less than £20. They should be £61.44, and if you bought them on our website, here are the item numbers, that's what you'd be paying. You'd be paying £10.99 each. You'd be paying £6.49 for the Metro sign, £10.99 for all the other landmark die sets. £61.44, but not today. You pay less than what you pay for 2 of those landmark dies. 1916, and we're not happy at 1916. I thought that was where we were going to end. No, no. We're going even lower. How many more pennies or pounds can we take off? This is the lowest price this has ever been in craft price drop. £17.50. That's £10.99. That's £10.99. That's £10.99. So's that. So's that. That's £6.49. £17.50 for the whole lot. Over 70% off the price. You will have these delivered to your door for that price if you're a Freedom member. You won't even have to pay the £4.95 P&P. Loads of you coming in right now. No surprises there. What a great star buy this is. Rococo dies from Tonic. For £17.98, you'd be able to buy the Metro sign and the luggage. That's what you'd be charged. You're not even paying that. You're paying £17.50. You get the lot. All of them. New York, London, Paris. What's that song go? London, Paris, New York, Munich. Everybody talk about pop music. Yeah. There we are. London, Paris, New York. 70.50. How many have we got? Not many now, surely. 12 left. 12 sets left at £17.50. Good luck. I hope you get them. If you want them, if you just turn the telly on now, maybe 7:30 is when you turn the telly on. You're scoffing away your breakfast, your porridge or something. You think, oh, I want that. Get your phone now. Go, tap the app. Hochanda Go is our new app that you can watch us on and order from as well. But also, of course, online, hochanda.com. That's the way to put things in your basket and check out. When you check out, that's you in the auction. You've not paid anything until the auction ends. When you hear the announcer say price lock, that's when your debit or your credit card will be charged, because we don't know what the price is going to be until he announces that, because it still can go down further, or it may not. Yes, it will. We're taking another plummet. Another slice of price comes off. Here we go. 16.98, 94 pence per die. That's crazy. 18 dies in total. £16.98. We've got 7 chances, 7 spaces, 7 sets of these to go. And when they've gone, will we be able to get them back? I hope so, but I don't know. 6 left. We surely can't go lower than 16.98. Look at that card there. I love that one. Real kind of party. It's like the rainbow flag, isn't it? Every colour imaginable. Blues, yellows, greens, oranges. How many we've got left now? 5 left at 16.98. It's being taken away from me. That means the auction is coming to an end. If you haven't got it checked out yet, you're running the risk of missing out. There's 3 chances, 2 chances now. Under £17, so many of you are Freedom members not paying postage and only paying £16.98 for all those wonderful, iconic places around the world. Those dies are beautiful. 1 left. I hope you get the last one. Who is it getting the last one? Sylvia, you've just got the last Traveller's dies from Tonic.
Price lock.
Congratulations, everybody who got that star buy. You, I bet, are over the moon. Star buys like that I'll find, comments on Facebook a bit later. Oh, start of the day, well, got a bargain. Absolutely. Now, this is probably going to be our last auction, maybe. Depends on how quickly it ends, how quickly you order it, and how quickly we run out of stock. Now, when you make your cards, obviously, the ideal answer is to put them in an envelope afterwards. These are C6 envelopes, but envelopes normally, you don't really think about, do you? Or I don't. You think about the cards, but you don't think about the envelope to put them in. Well, here we've got 500 C6 envelopes. Look at the quantity you've got here. 500 of these, and they should be £22 and 99 pence. And you know what? I bought budget envelopes before from a well-known supermarket. I won't name them, but they are rubbish. I bought them in a pack. I couldn't see how good or bad they were. They were a good price. I thought, oh, I'll get some of those. Take one out, and they were so flimsy. I'm embarrassed to put anything in them because I'm embarrassed for the person receiving it, knowing it's from me. It's just awful. These are gorgeous quality envelopes. They've actually got like a craft card lining inside them, which helps them to be not transparent, so you can't see what's inside the envelope. That's a good thing. You've got gum going right the way around the top, and you can see the quality of them, the way that they're actually cut and everything. Gorgeous quality. So, 500 C6 envelopes. What would you expect the price to be? £22.99. What does that work out per envelope, Lottie? Can we do that? 4p an envelope. Pretty good. Very good. And that's where we're starting. £22.99. 4p per envelope. But we've got to get you down to a very, very good price. How much is it going to be? How much per envelope can we get it down to? Here's our first plummet with the 500 envelopes. Here we go. C6. £12. 2p per envelope. 2 pence. These are the sort of things you need. It pays to buy in bulk. Buy in bulk, save a fortune, whether you use these for business, whether you're using them... Actually, yeah, maybe you do mail shots and you're wanting envelopes to put your mail shots in. For charitable purposes as well. I mean, you could actually, if you wanted to, maybe you're asking for donations for a good cause or something like that, you could actually fold these envelopes up and put them inside the next one. Self-addressed envelopes, that sort of thing. But if you go out and buy them individually, that's when you end up spending quite a lot of money. And maybe like me, if you buy the cheaper ones from the supermarket, you end up thinking, I can't send those out. They look awful. The quality is shocking. That doesn't give a good sign. These are gorgeous quality for the price. You could also decorate them if you wanted to. £11 for 500 envelopes. They come in a big cardboard box, and you won't even be charged postage if you're a Freedom member. And imagine how much 500 envelopes weighs and how much you'd be charged for that in the post. Quite a bit of money. Probably £5 or £6 postage, I would have thought, if you went to a post office, maybe even more. £11 at the moment, 2p per envelope, and we're going even lower. 500 envelopes, C6. How low can we go? A tenner. So that now is how much per envelope? Still 2p per envelope. 500 of them. That's a lot of post. That's a lot of mail shotting. It's a lot of invitations. The price is still going down. We're into single figures now, under a tenner for 500 of them. I mean, these aren't the most exciting lots in the world. They're an envelope. It's an essential. It's what you put your card in at the end of the day to post it. Or it could be that you've got to write little letters or notes to people. My mum, bless her, she doesn't do email, although she's got an email account. She's not interested. She'd rather sit there and write a note to someone personally, put it in an envelope and send it in the post, or hand deliver it, which I think is lovely. We don't do enough of that these days. And when someone gets a handwritten note, it makes an awful lot of difference. That personal touch. My handwriting, as I've got older, has got worse because I don't write anymore. I just text an email. Can't remember the last time I actually wrote someone a note or a letter. And when I did do it, it's like spiders would crawl across the page. Awful. Out of practice. So, let's bring back letters. Let's bring back envelopes. Let's bring back handwritten notes. Post. £9.82. £9.79. We're still going down for 500 C6 envelopes. OK, let's get another public. We can't go back too much more than this, surely. Can we? Can we? £9.25. Just over 1 penny now. What is it? 0.18. So it's just under 2p. Yeah. Just under 2p per envelope. 0.18. If you put it in a calculator, that's what you'll get. 0.18. Crazy. Or 0.018. That's it. Yeah. Just under 2p per envelope. £9.22. We're virtually giving them to you. Well, we're not. £9.22. But you know what? To know that you've always got an envelope when you need it. I'm always going to thinking about it, I'm always going to my mother-in-law. Have you got an envelope I could borrow? Because I'm not going to send out those cheap ones because they're awful. They just give off the wrong signal. So I end up borrowing or nicking envelopes from people. 500 of them. We've got 13 left, and we've only got a minute and a half left on the show. So if you want them, maybe you've never bought anything from Craft Price Drop before, and you're looking at this thinking, oh, I could do with 500 envelopes. That'd be good. My wholesaler normally charges me whatever. No. Today, £9.19. No, it's going down even lower. We've got 11 boxes of these envelopes left. Here's going to be probably one of the final prices, I would have thought. £8.99. That's where we are. That's where we're at. 9 left for £8.99. Where would you get 500 envelopes for £8.99? That doesn't happen. I'm trying to remember how much I paid for those awful ones at the supermarket. I think they're about... It's about £2.99 or something for 25 or something. That seems to ring a bell. It's about 10p an envelope, and they were rubbish. These are gorgeous quality. Really good quality, actually, for that price. 3 left, 2 left, £8.99. Is this going to be our final auction? Yes, it will be. We'll do another one online at 11 o'clock, craftpricedrop.com, and the last one today of the day will be at 7 p.m. Jane, you got the last one. Congratulations. What a bargain.
Price lock.
And what different auctions we've had today. We've had shrink plastic, we've had envelopes, we've had all sorts of wonderful things. So congratulations to each and every one of you. And that star buy went very well as well. As I say, we'll be back on again on craftpricedrop.com at 11 o'clock. If that's your 11s, if that's when, is that when you can have a break, have a cup of tea with us, make sure you tune in then. Not sure who's doing that at 11 o'clock. Might be Fiona, actually. And then we've also got, of course, that one this evening at 7 o'clock. We've got some jewellery coming up in a second with Jane Aldrich. Looking forward to that. You can make your own bracelets and charms and things. So stay with us. Lots more to come on this Tuesday at Hochanda. Yes, the jewellery box is open. You can make your own jewellery coming up in just a second. The Gemini One Day Special follows that with Fiona. That's at 9. And Katie Sue Designs is after that at 10. All to come. Lots to look forward to this Tuesday.
These fantastic extra strong permanent glue tape pens are a massive 22 metres in length. This amazing value 3-pack of glue pens are super strong, double-sided and are suitable for use on all types of paper, card and are even strong enough to make boxes. To take advantage of this great deal, go to hochanda.com.
Hi, I'm Sue Wilson. I'm part of the team at Creative Expressions. And while I've been crafting all of my life, for the last 20 years or so, I've been doing card making. Creative Expressions have allowed me to bring you a line of my own dies for paper cutting, embossing folders, and matching stamps. So hopefully you can join me on Hochanda to see some beautiful tips, techniques, some demonstrations, things that you can take into your own card making. Make it so easy. We'll break it down step by step, and you will be amazed at what you can achieve. Join me, Sue Wilson, on Hochanda.
Flexi order has arrived at Hochanda. What is Flexi order? When you place an item on FlexiBuy in your basket, you qualify for Flexi order, which means any other items you add to your basket will also be included in your FlexiBuy payments, so you can spread the cost over multiple monthly payments. After your first payment is made, your entire order will be dispatched. When you add at least £60 worth of any items to your shopping basket, either online or on the phone, you'll qualify for our Flexi Order offer. This means you can spread the cost of your order over equal monthly FlexiBuy payments, offering you the extra flexibility when you shop with us. Flexi Order, making your shopping experience with Hochanda easier.
Hi, good morning. Yes, welcome to Hochanda. Yes, the jewellery box is well and truly open for this Tuesday morning. Jane's with us. Good to see you.
Yes, and you?
I can't believe I've not worked with you before.
No, our paths haven't crossed so far.
But you've been here at quite a few shows.
Yes, yeah, I think about my 10th show.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
Tell us a bit about yourself, because you have got your own shop, you say.
I have, yes. Yeah, I've got a shop in Norfolk, in Attleborough in Norfolk. We've had our 6th birthday quite recently, and we've just sort of expanded as well, sort of into more crafting in the shop, because we were a mix before. So, right. But I do a mixture of beading as well as paper crafting, all sorts.
And last time Jane was here, the owl collection that we've got back in stock today nearly sold out. So if you missed it last time, it's back today. So that's coming up. But also, not only owls, another very, very popular theme is the elephant. And I was always told when I started doing my jewellery shows years ago, that a trunk up on an elephant is good luck, evidently.
I hadn't heard that one. I
like
that's
what I was told. So that's always stuck in my mind. Whether that's the case or not, I don't know. But anyway, most of the elephants here have got their trunks up, which for me is a good thing. So here we've got the 6 elephants, pendants and charms, and 2 metres of chain as well. I love the fact that the chain is just one strand, so you can make it as long as short as you want.
Yeah, you can adjust it to whatever length you need, and you can see where I've done the display here. You can make it, short or as long as you need to, and you can also add more on.
I love them. Look at this. £24.99 is all you pay for all of this. You don't choose; you get the whole lot. One of them's enamelled there as well, which is beautiful.
It's beautiful detail on that one.
Stunning. And then all the others have got the silver tone finish, and you've got little gemstones or jewels in the eye of a lot of them as well. That one hasn't, but a few of them over here have. You've got like little red crystals for the eyes. But they are spectacular. Some are whimsical, like this one. Love his ears.
Got such character, that one.
Yeah, absolutely. Cheeky chap.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And the chain, the idea is that you can, of course, wear these on the chain, but you can also, you've got all these charms. Do they come attached, or are they separate?
No, they all come separate,
right.
So you can create into your own pieces of jewellery.
Aren't they lovely?
And they're double-sided as well, so they can be facing either way.
So £24.99 for 2 metres of chain, silver tone finish. You've got the organza bag there as well, and 10 elephant charms on the bracelet or the necklace. If you want to make it a necklace, you can do. And you get these fantastic 6 pendants that you can see here. And some of them, well, they're all gorgeous. I mean, this one here, for example, has got lovely clear crystals on
I think that's my favourite. It's got a good bit of sparkle to it.
Totally. Jet black eye and a clear crystal bag, and a back, should I say. And the bag as well, the organza bag is included with the purchase too, and it's £24.99. Busy for this before the hour, actually. 20% nearly of the stock is gone before we even got to it. So remember, our shows, normally you can see ahead of what's in the next hour, so always check the website before the show comes on and get in early, which is what lots of you do. OK, now the next collection, Jane, this one is a choice of, and you've got enough to make the bracelet, and you've also got enough to make the charm.
The little bag charm.
The little bag charm, or it could be, yeah, I mean, this could go on your bag, it could go on your belt loop, on your jeans if you wanted it to.
Or keys.
Or keys, yeah,
yep.
Absolutely.
And someone suggested this one onto your planner as well, so if you like a diary planner, it would work really nice as a sort of little charm onto that as well.
So the choice is not only the colour, but also the theme. So this one with the blue, you've got your bluebird, which are these charms just here. They are gorgeous.
There was really such a detailed charm, that one as well, sort of really three-dimensional.
Yeah, it is, very much. And then the slightly smaller ones there as well.
And obviously you can choose to switch around. We've sort of given you a serving suggestion as such as to where to put your charms, but the choice is yours. You can play around with which birds you want on which one.
And these beads as well, these...
they're all glass beads.
Oh, are they? Right.
Yeah.
Wow. Not plastic, but glass. Every shade of blue you can think of, and you get all your pins and everything else that you need.
Yes, everything you need to make the bracelet and the bag charm. And again, because we supply you with a length of chain, you can adjust the length to suit.
So that one is your bluebird, and then over here we've got the fox.
Yes.
The fox charms are great too.
They are. The highlight is the little rhinestone fox charm. Is an absolutely beautiful charm. When I showed my customers this charm, they were just all... when's it coming?
It's like a Venetian mask, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely beautiful. So obviously we've picked up on all the colours within that. So this one we've actually done a mixed colour charms. So you've got your gold shades as well as your silvers to pick out on the design on the fox.
And foxes are very, very popular at the moment as well.
They are.
You've got your little stars there too, in gold and in silver finish. There's another little fox charm too. There we are. So you've got your charm bracelet, and you've also, of course, got your bag charm or your belt charm, whatever you want it to be. It could even be a mobile phone charm if you wanted it to be as well. Yeah. So you've got enough to do this one, and enough to do the bracelet as well. And a freedom discount on this as well, which is really good. $14.39 for the glitzy fox. So just over £7 per project, basically. And you get full instructions.
Yes, yeah, everything's, and my instructions are all very picture-led. So I don't assume that you know what all the jewellery findings are called, because, you know, if you're new to jewellery making, sometimes it can be a bit of a maze to sort of get through all the terminology. So, but we do lots of pictures so that you can see. Good.
£14.39 then for that one. Choice of, or if you go for both, you can do, of course, 208473. The bluebird is the one that's in the lead at the moment. That was the first one we showed you. Now, this is what nearly sold out last night. I think we had one left or something at the end of the show last time Jane was here. And these are your owls. So have a little look at these. Everyone loves an owl. And these, a little bit like the elephants that we started the show with, are charms that you can obviously wear as a necklace if you wish to, or I suppose some of them you could put on a bracelet.
You could, yeah. Yeah, the little enamel ones, and we've got a little slight variation. So if you did have this kit before, this time round our blue owl is more of a cornflower blue than a turquoise aqua. And with the enamel charms this time, you'll get 2 enamel charms, but the colours may vary. We've got a selection of cerise pink and yellow, and there's like a coral colour, the blue. So you won't necessarily get a blue and a yellow, but you'll get two colour ones.
And if you look at the big owls that you can see here, these again have got crystals in them. You've got a blue one there that you can see beneath it. We've then got the pink version as well. Do they come attached, or are they
no? Again, that all comes as separate components with a length of chain. So you know, you can design it as you wish. And obviously, if you're into your mixed media as well, perfect for adorning your canvases and boxes.
Absolutely. So this chain, you've got a lot of it here, which you can trim to whatever size you wish with your tools.
So you get 3 metres in the owl kit. You get 2 metres in the elephants.
Okay. Now the elephants are proving popular. So are the owls. £21.99, £3 off, and that's 071981. Nearly 20% of this is gone as well. So that's potentially another sellout. Now we've also got 2 more kits down the end here as well, and these are choices of again, aren't they?
They are. These we had on our last show and proved very popular, so we brought them back again for you today. We've got our pink flamingo.
Right.
So flamingos are so popular at the moment.
There is your flamingo, as you can see there. How cute is that? So that's like the star, that's the focal point of the bracelet or the necklace, isn't it? Or it's bracelet.
Yeah, you can use it on the bracelet or on the bag charm. The choice is yours.
And then you've also got silver tone flamingos as well.
So So you've got a very large one if you want to add something a little bit more ornate.
Yeah.
And there's other little, two little designs.
Little hearts as well. And these beads, are they all glass as well?
They're all glass, yeah. Our kits always have glass beads.
There's the bright pinks. Really, really popular, very busy for this right now. So you get the chain, you get also your fastenings, your furniture, your lobster claw clasp as well, and enough to make that fantastic bag charm and the bracelet together. $14.39, that's the flamingo one. And then the other one...
It's our rainbow unicorns. You can never go far wrong with unicorns.
That's true. Actually, I think unicorns are probably the most popular character at the moment.
I think
everybody wants them. I think because of a popular TV show or something.
I think it might be. They're just ever popular, aren't they? And that particular charm you've got there, the little pendant charm, actually opens up to put space for a bead inside if you wish. So it's on a little hinge. If it sort of hinges up from the bottom.
Yeah.
And other way.
Olivia.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
So you can actually put you could put a little sparkly bead or something inside there as well if you wish, or you can use it just as it is.
Oh, that's really cute. And there's the unicorn horn. There we go. And then you've got three-dimensional unicorns there as well. It's not like an empty charm. It's not like a hollowed out charm. It's the same both sides. There's the unicorn head. Great, isn't it?
Very pretty.
And all of these rainbow beads, all glass again as well. And then there's your chain and your
And again, the
as well.
advantage with these, with designing them, I've actually got two samples on the desk, because one of them I've actually done as a graduated colour, the one over here. I've started with my blues to my pinks to my greens and sort of changed around, whereas the other one I've actually mixed all the beads up. So again, you've got that option to personalise it.
And I'm a big fan of things that move.
Oh yes, and they're very
It's gotta be
tactile. All of
yeah.
our bracelets are really tactile, because I love the way that they sound when all the charms and the beads move together.
It's
They're
like
really...
a worry bead.
Yeah, it is.
Love it. So $15.99. We do have freedom on this, don't we, as well? Yeah, there is a freedom discount on this one. $15.99 goes down to $14.39 delivered if you're a freedom member. Just choose between the flamingo or indeed the unicorn. Choice is yours. Busy for those, very busy for those. They're bright, they're cheerful, perfect for spring and summer, all year round.
Definitely.
Really, goes with everything as well. If you've got it in your basket, check out. We've also got a starter kit for you as well for new jewellery makers. Now this is including the mat. Now this is a godsend. I know Jane's going to be using this in just a second. We'll show it to you in a tick. You've got the jewellery beading mat. There it is, look. So there we go. You get the beading mat for $14.99. 10 toggle clasps, 10 lobster claws, jump rings, and also the board as well. There we are. £13.49 if you're a freedom member. Otherwise, it's $14.99. So all your findings you can see there in that white box. And that comes with it, and also, of course, your bead board. Fabulous. So 10 toggle clasps, 10 lobster claw clasps, 45mm jump rings, and it's all there if you want to have a little look at hochanda.com. Excellent. Okay, Jane, so we're over at the... I like doing these shows, get a chance to sit down.
Rest your feet for a minute.
So I'm going to work with the elephants
We
first,
are. So this is how it comes to you. So you have all your separate components and your long length of chain. And obviously it goes nicely hand in hand with your starter kit, because then you've got all your little jump rings and your lobster claw clasps to be able to convert it into necklace.
Now the elephant bundle, does that come with everything you need, or do you need to go for the starter kit as well?
You would need the starter kit as well, so you get your chain, you get your pendants and your charms. So the only thing, but you know, a lot of jewellery makers will have already in their stash a few jump rings and lobster claw clasps, but if you haven't got them, then the starter kit provides you with everything.
And the benefit of the tray, obviously it's good for kind of keeping things in place so you don't lose them, but what do all the little troughs and everything do?
Well, they allow you to design your jewellery piece.
Okay.
So what you can do is we can set out and design exactly how we want our piece to be laid out. So because you've got the sort of shape that emulates how a necklace would hang, it's ideal. So we can sit and we can sort of decide how we're going to do. And
the numbers relate to centimetres? Or
these are inches, and you've got centimetres.
Okay.
So, but we've got our length of chain. So I'll just do a little short length. But obviously you do it to whatever length you need, and with all of our chain it opens up ever so easily. So even
to cut it, you just
no, the rings all open, and which is a real advantage, because if you're making it and then suddenly realise you've made it a little too short, a little too long, you can just go back in, remove a section, add a section in.
Good.
So all your pieces of chain, even if you end up with just little oddments left over from our whichever chain from the kits you have, you can then just put them back together again. So I'm going to hook on a little jump ring on the end there.
And we have got toolkits available as well if you are a beginner. They're on our website if you want to have a little look. You do really need a toolkit, don't you?
You do. It does make life a lot easier. I think all of us sometimes try and start with what we have, but if you've got the proper tools, it just makes it a much easier job.
Yeah.
So I'm going to hook on my little lobster claw. So we've got our fastening on one end. And then what I can then do is lay my chain out, and this is where it's handy to sort of work out where you need to position to place your different pendants and charms to make sure it's all even. But one of the things I really like about jewellery making is it's not set in stone. If you need to sort of move something about, you just undo it and redo it.
I must admit, one of my, I think so many people are fond of elephants and love elephants. I mean, one of my best memories of a holiday was when I went to Colombo, to the elephant sanctuary.
Oh, wow.
And just to be so close to them and see them just kind of walking past you, a whole herd of them, it's an absolutely incredible experience.
That must be amazing.
Yeah. The powerful but friendly giants. And
So-
of course, the trunk up symbolises good luck. That's what I was always told.
So we've now got our little elephant pendant hooked onto our chain. So what I can then do is add on our little charms. And obviously if you have any leftover beads from sort of other kits or in your stash, you could add little accents to this with some beads. The choice is yours. And the other advantage with this sort of style of jewellery making as well is if you want to make something to go with a particular outfit, you can make it a certain length, and then perhaps another day you want to wear it over the top of a jumper or something, just add some more chain on. You know, it's very versatile.
Yeah, well, I didn't realise the links actually separated like they do. I thought you physically had to cut them, so that's a good thing that you don't have to do that.
Yeah, no, it gives you a lot more versatility.
Yeah.
Let's see if I put my little...
Now, the elephants, over a third of the stock is gone, and in total you get 6 of the elephant charms, and you get 10 of the charms to go onto bracelets, the little charms, and 2 metres of chain as well. But if I just grab one of those elephants off you just for a second, just looking at one of them there, this one's probably the most whimsical of all of them. Really lovely.
He looks like a happy elephant.
He does, yeah, absolutely. Trunk up, little crystal for the eyes as well, but lovely kind of three-dimensional ears. Very good quality. And of course they're ornamental, even if you're not wearing them all the time. You can have them on display.
Yes, yeah, and absolutely. I mean, if you've got things like brooch backs and things like that, you can make them into brooches.
That enamel one, let me just show you this enamel one. This is probably the most flamboyant of all of them. So there we go. That's got blue enamel on it. Also enamel in the flowers, different colours as well. Quite maybe Indian inspired, this one.
It is, yeah, and that'd be fabulous over sort of during the winter with a grey jumper or something over the top, really ornate. Add a real splash of colour.
Absolutely.
So much detail.
So you get 6 of these, all different, of course, as well. This one has got the rhinestones or the gems, well, the crystals on the body, with a black crystal for the eye, clear crystals on the body, which is lovely.
Very twinkly.
Absolutely. I mean, you'd pay £5 or £6 just for that,
Yeah,
I would have thought,
you
easily,
would.
if you bought them in there individually.
So I've now finished my little necklace.
Oh, let's have a look.
Obviously, you'd have it a lot longer.
Yeah. So what Jane's done is she's put the lobster claw clasp on. Again, no cutting of the links needed, just basically prise them open. Your lobster claw is included, of course, in the kit as well. But then it's up to you where you put the links. And there's one of your charms with the trunk up. 2 of the smaller elephants as well. Again, you can completely load the bracelet with loads of charms if you want to. Beautiful. And the whole thing, just £24.99, 432049. It couldn't be simpler. And if you are a beginner, do remember to go for the starter kit, because that gives you the tray, the organiser tray, because otherwise you'll have beads going everywhere. This keeps it all in one place, and also gives you the measurements that you're working to as well. Now, we've got the toolkit for you. Have a little look at the toolkit. If you want that, that's on the website. This is from Dizzy Dye, and it's £19.99. I think this is the one you're using as well,
Yes,
isn't it?
Dizzy Dye kindly provided me with a kit to use.
Good. So there they are at
Finishes on
£19.99.
Saturday.
All 5 pieces. I'll be back with Jane in just a second. I'm just going to remind you of the kits that we've got in the show today. So Remember, if you are buying a few things today and you spend over £60, you can actually open up a flexi order if you want to, which means basically you can spread the cost into 2 payments if you choose. Okay, so it's first payment today, second payment in a month's time. But if you're not spending £60, then obviously watch out for certain things that have flexi buy attached to them. Otherwise, these kits are very, very affordable. The elephant kit to start off with again, Rem. Very busy for this. You get, remember, a total of 6 of the big elephant charms. They're all different. Some are set with crystals and some are just plain metal. One of them's got that blue enamel on, which is superb. Then you've got 10 of the smaller charms. And then you've also, of course, got 2 metres of the chain as well, OK? Plus the organza bag for £24.99. That's amazing value for money, it really, really is. And just that on its own, you know, you pay £25 for that necklace with that pendant, wouldn't you? But you've got all the others to play with, of course, as well. If you do get bored or you want to change what you're wearing or change the charm on a certain necklace or bracelet, again, you just literally prise the rings open, as Jane was showing you, and change it. Couldn't be simpler. 40% of the stock has gone on the elephants, 432049. Could this be a sellout? We're only 18 minutes into the show, so 40% gone there. Then we've got our choice between the fox and the bluebirds as well. Now, the bluebirds are, of course, with the blue beads, and you get various different bluebird charms here. One large one in particular, it's incredibly three-dimensional. There we go, that's your big bluebird. And then you've got all these other smaller ones, tiny little ditty. It looks almost like the symbol for Twitter, doesn't it, a little bit? And then you've got all these other little bluebird charms as well. Really lovely. I mean, that could be like a swift as well. Really sweet. So all of those, the glass beads, and also all the pins that you need, full instructions as well. And there's enough, remember, to make this bracelet. If I just pick it up off the stand for a second. Again, if you love jewellery that makes a little bit of a noise, if you love jewellery that moves, that kind of strokes you when you're wearing it, then you'll love all of these. That's the bluebird, and then you get enough, of course, to make the bag charm as well, with the clasp on it too. But equally, if you wanted to put that on your jean loop or something to wear it, you could do that, or a bag charm, or indeed a mobile phone charm. Well, that would work. So that's included too. And then the fox is over here, which is these kind of amber autumn colours. So you've got the lovely kind of golds and fawns as well, and champagne colours, blacks and whites in there too. But the focal point of the fox collection is this beautiful enamelled and crystal fox face. Isn't that lovely? Really beautiful. I mentioned like Venetian masks, that's what it reminded me of a little bit. Very lovely. And then all these other little foxes too. There's that one. So cute. You've got some stars, gold tone and silver tone as well. So, you know, you're in charge. You can design this and make it however you wish. There's another little fox for you there as well. So sweet. Keep £14.39, and there are the glass beads. So that's all of your kind of natural colours, your golds and your fawns. And plus you get, of course, the chain, and you get the clasps as well there. So that's the choice of bluebird or fox for £14.39. A lovely freedom price discount on that one. That's a delivered price as well. Full instructions from Jane included. Then we go to the owls. Now remember, these virtually sold out last time Jane was here. We've been able to get more stock of them for you, which is good news, but very busy at the preview earlier on. You get everything here, 3 metres of chain with it, so that gives you plenty of opportunities and plenty of scope if you want to make a necklace a certain length or whatever. This is your blue and your pink version. We've attached them here, but they do come separate, so you don't have to wear them like this if you don't want to. Then over here, we've then got this beautiful owl, again, crystal encrusted belly, blue, red crystals for the eyes, which are spectacular. And then you've got the slightly smaller one down the bottom there, enamelled ones either side as well, and the 3 metres of chain. £21.99. You can make bracelets or necklaces. Choice is yours. 071981. And finally, we have the choice of the flamingo, or we've got the rainbow unicorn. Very fantasy, the rainbow. The flamingo, a third of the stock has gone. The unicorn, 70% of the unicorn has gone. No surprises there. Jane just looked up. Really? Yes. 70% of the unicorn has gone. There it is. Real fantasy. Lovely bright pinks and yellows and greens. And of course the unicorn charms there as well. Spectacular. And enough to make a bracelet and also a bag charm as well. And then the unicorn head that opens up, remember. There we are. Look, when you put a chain through it, it locks it so you can't open it. But you can put a little charm inside there. One of the beads that comes with it you can put in there, or if you've got maybe it's a child's first tooth or something like that you've got that you don't know what to do with, but you just cherish it to bits, then put it maybe in there inside the unicorn's head. Isn't that lovely? Now, if you want the unicorn to be quick, that's going to sell out pretty obviously. It's got the rainbow colours, yellows, pinks, reds and greens. If you want the flamingo, that's all your pinks and blacks and whites in there, and lots of flamingo images as well. The main focal point being the pink flamingo itself, which is that charm you can see there. There we are, look. Okay. So that is $15.99. I'd go for both, actually. If you like one, the chances are you're going to like both of them. That's got a freedom price of $14.39, so you could actually have both kits for less than £30 and no P&P either. Now, if you do spend more than £60, Flexi Order is always there for you now. Yeah, it means you can spread the cost into 2 interest-free payments if you would like to, provided your bill comes to a total of £60 or more, excluding P&P. It can be made up from lots of different items, doesn't have to be one item, and we can then offer you that Flexi Order, split it into 2 payments. And it's always at the bottom, it's Flexi Order, would you like it or would you want to pay in full? It's your choice. Tick the box, it then kind of breaks it down into 2, $35.95 today with your P&P and £31 in 4 weeks' time. But do remember, if you are a Freedom member, there's never a P&P charge for you. So you can just basically split your cost into 2. Now we're going to, while we've still got stock, Jane,
yes,
because it is going quick, we're going to move on to our flamingo.
We are. So we start with our length of chain, which again, as we said earlier, we have it as one long length of chain, so you can take it to whatever length suits you. So if you're like me and got teeny tiny wrists, you can do a little bracelet, but you can do larger bracelets too. And always hold on to any leftovers of your chain because you can use it for something else.
Right, okay.
So, and if you've had a few of my kits, obviously you can put your leftovers together and make a whole new bracelet. So same as what we did before, we're just going to open that link to separate a length of chain off.
And do remember, if you want the board that Jane is using, then it's a godsend to have it because it keeps everything in one place. It's got like a flock coating on it as well, so it stops things rolling around and falling off. And it also has the measurements on the chain as well, so you know exactly how long your bracelets are or your necklaces are as well, which is a godsend really.
And the best thing to do when you get any kit is the first thing is to go through and sort them all out into different components. So usually what I do is put my beads together, all my jump rings together, so you can see exactly what you've got, and then you can start to design your bracelet. So we're going to put our lovely pink flamingo as a main feature, and then we can add our other little charms. We've also got little flower charms in this one and little hearts, and all of our bracelet kits always have a little just for you charm as well.
Oh, cool.
So we can start to sort of work out roughly where we would like our charms to be, and then start adding them onto our bracelet. So we're going to take our flat nose pliers and we're going to open up our links, and you always want to open them this way so that they retain the shape. So if you can't quite find the top, if you use your finger you can feel the top where you've got the gap in the link. The lights are very reflective in here, so when you're at home it's actually a lot easier to see. So, and then what I tend to do is just hook that in and then hook my charm on.
That's a lovely charm actually, that pink enamel, pink and black.
It's really pretty, really pretty. I like it's quite a dramatic contrast of colours. So
the flamingo bracelet and charm set is approaching 40%, and you've got enough link to do a bracelet and a charm, yeah? You
have. Obviously, if you wish, you could do just a bracelet, but do it much fuller with beads and things like that. It's entirely your choice. Or obviously you could add in, if you've got other beads in your stash, you can add in and add an extra dimension in.
Now the unicorn, 3/4 of that stock is gone. We've not even demonstrated it, we've just shown it to you on the preview. So everyone's loving the unicorn theme at the moment. Maybe you're buying it for your daughter or your granddaughter or for yourself, and to have that little opening that you can put the little charm in the inside of it.
It's an extra little detail, that. And to be honest, you could put that one just on a chain on its own as a pendant, just as a simple little pendant, little keepsake. So you can see also that I'm using the ball to steady my hands. So if you do have a little bit of a shake like I do, just rest your hands on the board and it will just eliminate some of that shake for you. So it's a tool to be used the same way as your toolkit. So we're going to start sort of gradually adding all our charms on and working our way up. And then once I've finished all my charms, what I tend to do next is I tend to put all my beads on the head pins. Now we supply you with little short head pins, so you haven't got to cut them.
Right.
So there's less waste for you. And all we do to fix our beads on is just slide them on, and then if you just hold the bead at the bottom, and then I'm going to do a roll down loop. So if you want these to be consistent, if you take a permanent marker and just mark a little bit on your pliers and then go to that same point every time, then you'll get a consistent size loop.
Good idea.
But all I'm going to do is just use my thumb just to gently push that. There's not a lot of pressure needed. And then just change my grip, and I'm just going to coil that down like a spring. So slowly do it down. But the thing is with these, if when you start off your loops aren't quite as sort of neat as that, so if they're a little bit more spaced, you can just go in with your pliers and just squeeze them shut, so you don't need to worry. And we always include a few spares of the little components like head pins and jump rings, so if you do one and it goes a little bit on an angle and you're not happy, you can just cut it off and do another one.
Sure.
You'll have some spares in there.
And also, if you're going to go for the starter kit as well, obviously the individual kits come with all the components you need, but if you go for the starter kit that includes the bead mat, you're going to get all of these fixtures and findings as well inside.
You get extras.
Yeah, this is everything that you get here. So you've got the shepherd's crook hooks for earrings, obviously. You've got your pins there, you've got your clasps and so on. What are these here?
They're a toggle and bar clasps, so you've got the loop and the bar.
Yeah. That makes sense. So there's the loop, there's the bar, yeah. So all of that for $14.99. It comes in a little plastic container as well, plastic box, and you also get the bead mat too. So that's $289,495.
So to attach on our bead, it's the same way as we attach our charms. So we're going to open up our little ring, and then what we're going to do is hook our bead on. And again, what we can do is work out beforehand exactly where we want our beads to go. And quite often I like to do one colour at a time, so I'll do, say, all the black ones first. So I make sure that I've got black evenly spaced along the bracelet, and then I'll do perhaps the pink next and work my way through. Or you can just go in and go random.
Perfect.
So I'm just going to hook my bead on, and then hook that onto my chain.
So you can make it as full or as kind of light as you wish.
You can, and it's, you can. The same with this one where you've got the different colours. If you wanted to have the black beads in the middle and the pink around either side, you can swap them about.
And just to show you as well, the instructions that Jane includes with all of her craft kits are, like she said before, not just written, but actually very well illustrated, lots of pictures. I'm not a very good person with instructions. If I see lots of writing, I just kind of switch off, but if I see pictures, I kind of take it in.
It's a lot easier with pictures.
Yeah, definitely. By the way, the unicorn looks like it's going to sell out, so if you do want that unicorn set, approaching 80% of the stock has gone on the unicorn. Same item number, $14.39 is the Freedom delivered price if you're a Freedom member, 614391. This one, though, is the flamingo. Quite a few of you, going for both, actually.
Yeah, and the thing is as well, if you've got both, you can play around with mixing the beads and the charms and
yeah, good idea.
Do your own variation as well. So I'm just gradually building up, adding my beads on. And again, if you find suddenly you've got too many black beads together, too many pink beads together, you can just undo them and move them. Nothing is set in stone. Unlike when you put paint on paper.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, because I honestly thought that you had to kind of snip the chain, but you don't. You just literally prise it.
And that's the advantage, is that if I'm doing this and I suddenly think, actually, I'm making this a little bit too short, I can just add a few extra links on.
And also, if you've made a bracelet a certain length and someone comes up to you and wants to buy it, if you are selling what you've made, you can make it longer if you choose to.
You can do.
Shorter wristed or smaller.
Absolutely. And we're happy for any of our kits to be made up and sold on. We don't have any issue with that at all.
Now, half the flamingo nearly has gone as well. Lots of you going for both of them, but the flamingo is very beautiful, predominantly pink. If you go for the unicorn, that's a multicoloured kind of rainbow effect, to be honest, which is lovely. Perfect for this time of year, really kind of cheerful jewellery. All your sets are cheerful, aren't they?
Oh yes, yeah, I like a little bit of colour.
Yeah.
So I'm now just filling out the details where we've got gaps.
Now, if you've made any of Jane's jewellery in previous shows, I've not done a show with Jane before, but if you've watched shows before and bought some kits and you've got some pictures of what you've made, we'd love to show everybody else. studio@hochanda.com. We've had an email as well from Christine. She agrees with me about trunks up. Ah, good. Feng Shui, evidently. Actually, yeah, that does bring back memories. Yeah. Prosperity, success, good luck, basically. Trunk up on an elephant. So, there you go. Thank you for that. I knew I hadn't made it up.
I liked it anyway, even if you did. So you can see that we're now starting to get that a little bit more full with our charms. We've also got our little stars that we can add in as well, which just add an extra little detail. But you can see I'm just feeling around on the ring to find the break in the ring. And you're best to open them this way rather than to open them outwards, because they retain their shape then when you shut them. So we can start to fill in our gaps.
And also the tray that you've got here makes it easier to make sure you've got everything spaced out evenly, doesn't it?
It does, because as you can see, every time I'm putting something on, I'm laying it back out again to see where I've got gaps. So you can make sure that you've got your charms equally distributed. So we need another little one there. It's such a relaxing thing to do, though, because you just get engrossed in.
And also, it's not a daunting project either. I mean, provided you can hold the tools and work them, everyone can do this.
And sort of younger ages as well. Sort of, you know, it's a good hobby.
And also, it's a bespoke piece of jewellery. You've made it the way that you want to make it, and everyone that buys a kit will probably do it in a slightly different way. I do like the bag charms as well, or the jean loop hoops as well. They can be worn that way.
There's nothing nicer than when you're wearing a piece of jewellery and someone says, "Oh, I like that. Where did you get it?" And you say, "Oh, I made it."
Yeah,
it's such a lovely feeling. And then it's generally followed by, "Oh, could you make me one?"
For a price.
Always. So you can see now that's starting to really fill out with my charms. And obviously we recommend that we sort of tell you what ones we've used for the bracelet and the bag charms. So we'll sort of in the instructions say, you know, use so many charms for your bracelet, so many charms for your bag charm. But it's just a suggestion. If you want to make one fuller than the other, you can tweak it to suit. So I think we're pretty much there with our charms.
It doesn't take long to come together, does it?
No, no, they do build up nicely. And we can start going through and adding in our beads now. But they've just got such a lovely feel to them as well. Being metal charms and glass beads, it has a really nice weight to it.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, glass beads will have a weight compared to, say, you know, plastic beads or whatever, or resin beads, so that you'll know you're wearing it. And they kind of move up and down the wrist really nicely as well when you're wearing them. And you do get lots of beads for your money, actually. Lots of different varieties, interesting beads with different patterns on them.
Yeah, there's some really pretty patterns. I love the speckled ones.
Yeah, that's what I was just about to show everyone. Have a little look at this. I don't know if you can get in close to see this. There we go, look. The little speckled ones, really cute. There we go. Cute, isn't it? Nice and different, all drilled for you, all holed. Yeah.
And it's nice to have a few different sizes of beads as well, because again it adds a little bit of interest to the design.
And there's a black speckled one as well, different size. All of these are glass, not resin or plastic. I'll put a few more out actually. There's a lovely bright fuchsia. And then you've got the pink, slightly lighter pink version. There we are. Look. Lovely colours though, aren't they? This is the flamingo bracelet. So if you like these colour combinations, go for the flamingo. If you like the multicoloured one, then go for the unicorn. That's the difference. Unicorn, though, I reckon is probably going to sell out. Over 80% of the unicorn bracelet and charm set gone. $14.39. They're under the same item number. So if you want to save on your P&P, well, if you're a Freedom member, of course you don't pay P&P anyway. But if you're not a Freedom member, then you can buy both if you want to under the same item number if you wanted to do that. But it would be worth your while to become a Freedom member, wouldn't it? $6.97, no P&P to pay, and you get a discount as well.
So there we go. Starting to take shape now.
Doesn't take long, does it?
No, it doesn't. It doesn't at all. And when you think there, that's got quite a bit on it already.
Yeah.
and we're not even sort of, you know, anywhere near through adding all our beads on.
Let me just hold it up to the camera so that you can see what Jane's just done. Of course, you do get your clasps as well, but we've got that rather attractive link, as you can see there. It's got like a rope effect to it. It's got a texture to the link itself, and it's not oval or square or round. It's like a rounded rectangle. Has it got a name, that link?
I'm not sure, to be honest.
No, I'm not sure. But if I just turn it around this way, you can see the flamingo a little bit better. But it's a beautiful pattern on the link, and it's a wonderful charm bracelet. And you get enough to make the bracelet and enough to make the charm to put on your bag or your belt loop as well for £14.39. I do like that flamingo in the middle there, really lovely. Okay, now if you go to the website, by the way, you can see some of our events that are coming up soon. Ali Pali is coming up in September. That's the 15th and 16th of September, so if you want to buy your tickets in advance to save some money, you're more than welcome to. 320854. And also we've got the Create It event coming up at Gateshead International Stadium on the 8th of September, and that's just £4, and you can buy that in advance as well. Always saves money buying it in advance. There's make and takes, demonstrations, all sorts of wonderful offers as well, and some of us, I'm sure, will be there as well. Not sure who, but some of us will be there. Right, now, what about the elephants? Actually, I'm away that week. Yeah, Lottie, my producer, said you'll probably be on holiday. Actually, I'm away from the 1st to the 8th of September, so I won't be going to that. No, you've got your elephants. So you've got your enamel elephant, you've got your wonderful solid flourish, then you've got the cheeky chappy with the... All the trunks are up here, which is good, as we said, and thank you for that endorsement. That, yeah, you've heard that as well. Good luck and prosperity, that's what it all stands for. Little red eye in the elephant. Then down the bottom, you've got your little elephant charms. So you get actually a total of 6 big elephant charms, all different, with 10 of the small charms, they're all the same, and 2 metres of chain. So you can make as big a necklace or bracelet as you wish. £24.99 gets you that. That's been a popular choice this morning. In some places, you'd pay £24.99 just for that elephant alone, wouldn't you? You really would. 40% of the stock gone and busy. 432049 is your item number there. Then we've got the next one, which is a choice of... We're going to demo the fox in a minute, I think, but we've got the bluebird, which has got, obviously, no surprises, got the blue beads with it as well. But there's not the same charm each and every time. You've got lots of different charms. You've got the little bluebird house, one large 3-dimensional bluebird, that one there, which is lovely. The tiny little birds, you get a few of those. Really cute. Hopefully you can see that all right. There we go, look. And then... all the other little bluebirds, rather sweet. Yeah. Doesn't stand up, I don't think, but no. But where you've got the little holes and little jump rings at the top there, perfectly balanced when it's actually on a bracelet. So you get enough to make the bracelet and enough to make the bag charm as well. And instructions, and then you've got your glitzy fox. So if you're not the blue, so you're into maybe your golds and champagne colours, then that's what the fox is all about. And of course, I'll try not to get my fingers in the way this time. I'll put it just here. This is the focal point, that gorgeous enamelled and crystal encrusted fox face. Like a Venetian mask. It's beautiful, isn't it? Black enamel, white enamel, and lots of crystal going on there. And then, of course, we've got all the other little foxes too. I'll put a few of them out there for you so you can see them. This one's a little kind of cute little cartoony character. Difficult for you to get the shots of it, I know, but I'll hold it up for you. There we go. Sweet. There we are. And you get all those champagne and brown and gold beads as well. £14.39 delivered if you're a Freedom member, enough to make both of those, the bag charm and the bracelet, 208473, and we'll demo the fox for you in just a second. You do also get the clasp for the bag charm as well as the lobster claw clasp for the bracelet. There's your fox. Then we have our owls, the wise owls. Now you've got again a lot of choice. Well, not choice. Well, you have got choice how you make them, but you get all of these in the kit. You get the blue and you get the pink. You also get all these other owl charms as well. The 2 ceramic ones, or enamelled ones, sorry, are just there and there. Colours may vary, as you heard Jane say, but they will be 2 different colours. You've got the owl with the metal body, and then of course you've got the crystal encrusted body at the top there as well. And you get 3 metres of chain with the owls, and that's £21.99, and it's 071981, a saving of £3 off the price. And a bestseller last time, back in stock today by popular demand. It virtually sold out. We have 1 set left. Last time Jane was here, we've been able to get more for you. And then we've got our unicorn and, of course, our flamingo. Unicorn is about to go, I think. Is it limited stock? Yeah, limited stock for the unicorn, which has got all the multicoloured beads. Very bright, very cheerful. And the main focal point, like with the fox a few minutes ago where I showed you that Venetian mask style, the main focal point on this bracelet is, of course, the unicorn head, which opens up. So it's like a little container that will hold whatever you want to put in it. Whether it's a bead, whether it's a child's first tooth, anything special, and it can't open as long as it's actually attached on the bracelet. It can't open because obviously the loop goes through the bail that holds it all together. So there's all the different colours. You've got greens, you've got pinks, you've got reds and yellows, and loads of other unicorn charms there as well. Not just one, you get loads of them. And it's one of the most popular designs at the moment. I'll rest it just there against the ceramic. No, it's not going to work, is it? Stay. Oh, yeah. There's that one. Then there's the unicorn head. Really cute. Oh, that's working well. There's another one there. And I think that's it. Yeah. So you get basically those three styles, and you get a couple of all three of each of them. You've also got that star with the engraving on it that says "Just for You," which is in every bracelet kit, as Jane said before. So I'll just pop that there for you so you can see that easy. There we go. That's included too, just for you. $14.39. That's the unicorn. It's about to go. Limited stock. If you want the flamingo one, that's of course all the pink beads, of course, with that wonderful enamelled flamingo as the main focal point on that. And that's also £14.39. 614391. Now the starter kit, remember, if you want to get started, then this is what you need, together with some tools, obviously, ideally. This is your fastness or your findings kit. So you've got lots and lots of things in there. 10 toggle clasps, 10 lobster clasps, 45mm jump rings, and you also get your bead mat as well, which has got like a flocking on it. And that's got the measurements on it as well, so you can be very accurate as to how long your bracelets or necklaces are. And there's a list of everything that you've actually got in there. 40 jump rings, 40 crimps, 40 earring hooks, 40 head pins, 10 metres of tiger tail beading wire. It's all there in the bundle. And enough to make 20 necklaces and earrings as well. And it's a plastic storage box which you can, of course, use and reuse. And it's a freedom price as well of £13.49p. OK, now, our Fox bracelet and charm set. I love him. He's lovely, really gorgeous.
I love the rhinestone on his nose.
Oh yeah, I didn't notice that.
Nose.
Oh yeah. I don't know how close we can get to see, but if you look at that charm, the enamel charm with the crystal, the little rhinestone on his nose, which is rather adorable. There we go. See? Didn't notice that before until he mentioned it. So that's the charm, bag charm, and there, of course, is your bracelet. Lovely colours.
Really pretty, aren't they?
Yeah. Very. Right then. So what we're going to do, Jen?
So we're going to do the bag charm this time.
Right.
So we've got our lovely little fox at the ready. And we've got our big lobster claw clasp, which, as I say, big bag charm, could go onto a set of keys, onto a diary. Just nice sort of little decorative adornment. So again, we start with our chain. So for our bag charm, we only need a short length of chain. So we're going to unhook our link like we did before. So just use your wrists to turn around and then turn it back again. And you can feel it sort of make contact when you put the ring back together, so that you know that it's got a good close on it.
And when they are closed, they are strong, aren't they? They're not going to come undone or anything like that.
So we're going to start with putting our loop on the top and our little fox on the bottom. So
is there a dedicated length of chain that you need for the charm? Or
we've given you guidance in the instructions. Say if you're unsure, generally a standard bracelet is about 7.5 inches. Right. So, but you can sort of gauge it to what size you need.
Length you
want. It can,
yeah,
short or long. So we're just going to open our link and hook on our lobster. And then we're going to get a little jump ring and add our little fox on the bottom. And that's the nice thing about jewellery making, is there's only a few basic techniques that you need to master to make so many different designs of jewellery.
And it is quite addictive. Once you start to make your jewellery, you'll not want to stop.
Very. So there we've got our basic.
Yeah.
And what we're going to do is start to add on our charms. Now on here we've got our little standing fox, who's all three-dimensional, which is rather lovely. And we've also got our little sitting fox, as well as our gold and silver stars. But so we've got gold hearts in there as well, which you can either use on the bracelet or on the bag charm, and again the just for you charm. So you can switch around your charms depending on what you fancy.
Excellent. And it's not an expensive hobby either. You know, the bracelet and the charm together for less than £15 with all those wonderful quality components. The beads are glass, the charms, as you can see, are very, very good quality indeed. And that's 2 projects for, you know, under 15 quid. It's great value for money. And all you need really to get started are the tools, which aren't expensive, and also the bead mat. And once you've got those, you've got them for life. We always have in stock the fixtures and findings from Jane or from any other of our jewellery making suppliers.
So I'm going to start by adding on my big charms. And in between each time, keep using your ball to make sure that you've got even spacing.
Now the unicorn, remember, is still in stock at the moment, live at coming up to 10 to 9, but we are very, very limited stock on it. If you do want the unicorn version, please do call now. It's on the bottom of the screen right now, 614391, but it's going to sell out probably just before the end of the show, the way it's going. And it is on a Freedom discount price. It's $15.99 if you're not a Freedom member, or $14.59, is it? $14.59. $14.39, sorry, $14.39 if you're a Freedom member. There we are.
So gradually adding all my charms on. You can see every time I add something on, I'll space it back out again to see where my gaps are. And find the top.
And you can load this up completely if you want to, or you know, just put minimal charms on. It's entirely up to you if you want to have it really full.
And you can switch it about as well. So if you change your mind after a little while, you can add, you know, perhaps a splash of another colour in, if you've got sort of your own beads, and give it a completely different look.
I mean, maybe you've got a bead or two from a very sentimental piece of jewellery that's maybe broken, and you're thinking, well, it's just in the box, it's in the drawer and never gets worn. Maybe it's something that your mum's had or your father's owned, or something like that that's very sentimental. Why not convert it and put it onto a charm bracelet?
So we've now got our charms on, so we're going to start to add on our beads, and I've picked out 2 of each of the types of beads, and on these we've got some really lovely twinkly beads as well. Add a little bit of sparkle, because if we've got rhinestones on our fox, we need a little bit of sparkle in the beads as well.
And these are glass beads again?
These are all glass beads, and again we're going to just do our roll down loop. So we'll do a few different colours. It's a lovely warm brown shade, this one.
Quite autumnal, but also in the summer months with the sunshine, it will sparkle beautifully. Very champagne-y yellow beads on there as well. Got a couple of black ones in there, some gold tone stars, silver tone stars.
They've all been picked out to match our little fox, so they complement all the colours.
It's a very therapeutic thing to do as well, just kind of relaxing, sitting maybe this on your lap in the evening in front of the TV.
Yeah, you do sort of, yeah, you do sort of get in the zone. So I've now got one of each of my colours of beads done. And I switch back to my flat pliers again. And start to add those on.
Now the fox is nearly 40% gone, and the other option of course is the bluebird. So if you prefer the kind of bright blue tones of the beads, then that's the one to go for. If you prefer the more champagne and gold effect, then this is the one to go for. But there's the bluebird. Look.
The bird has got such a lovely variety of charms on there, and there's one little standing bird that's ever so cute, a little 3-dimensional one. But we've done lots of different designs of these bead and charm bracelets, and we've got a brand shop on your website with all the different designs on there, so you can always mix and match. And
well, our brand page as well is always there at hochanda.com. Just look under Aldridge Crafts, you'll see everything that's available. Obviously these shows have specific themes and specific demonstrations, but there's an awful lot other than what we show you on the screen that's available. So have a little look at Aldridge Crafts on our brand page, and you'll see all our other suppliers there as well. There are, I think, hundreds of them now.
yeah, quite a few.
Yeah.
So it's starting to come together now. So I can work out where to put my other bead. I think that's a good spot there.
And also a good idea would be to maybe record our shows as well, if there's something in particular that you're going to be making in the future, or watch on rewind as well when your kit arrives. It won't take long to get it to you. And then you can watch these demonstrations back maybe in a few days' time as well.
And you can always contact us for advice as well if you do get a little stuck.
Okay. Shall I just hold up what you've done?
Yeah,
Is that all right?
please do.
Okay, so you get your lobster claw, the big lobster claw, which will go through a belt loop on your trousers, or go around the strap on your bag, handbag, shopping bag, whatever it might be. Or it could be a key ring if you wanted it to be as well, but it's lovely though, isn't it? And again, you can load it with as many charms as you like. And then the focal point, obviously, is that little fox charm down the bottom, which is absolutely adorable. Okay, the options then. We've got the details of the bluebird and also the fox option. £14.39 is the price. 208473, your item number there. If you go for both of them, that would be less than £30 delivered, remember, to Freedom members. And, of course, you do get full instructions and pictured instructions as well at Hochanda.com. Now, the unicorn, we're about to sell out of the unicorn kit. So I'll just show you here the multicoloured beads that you've actually got here. So here we go. And it feels lovely. You know, sometimes you pick up a charm bracelet and it feels really cheap and cheerful. There's no weight to it at all. This feels lovely because they're glass beads, so they are weighty. The charms as well are solid. They're not kind of, you know, tin and thin and things like that. Quality all the way, but it's a lovely bright bracelet.
That is such a cheerful bracelet, that one. Very summery.
And if you've got someone in your family that loves unicorns, and I don't think there's a family in the land that doesn't love unicorns, that's the option to go for. And enough to make that bracelet, and also, of course, this wonderful unicorn charm as well, which is stunning. And then the flamingo one, which is predominantly more pink than anything else. About half the stock has gone on this one. There's the bracelet, and there, of course, is your charm just behind it as well. Enough to do both of them. There's the charm. And then the beads, as you can see, are really lovely. Bright pink. You've got some that are patterns, some that are plain. Pink and black, basically, is what you've got there, and a bit of silver going on as well. And then all the charms, these again are gorgeous quality. They're very 3D. The focal point is the enamelled flamingo, which is really cute. Each of your bracelets and bracelet and charm sets have like one key charm.
They quite often do. If we can locate a sort of something that's got a little bit of enamelling or rhinestone on, we do. But we always try and make sure that there's a nice mixture of shapes, so you don't just get, you know, one shape of charm in there. You always get a variety. Okay, now next to Jane there, we've got the owls. Now these sold out last time virtually. There's one left, I think. Very popular today as well. Now colours may vary of the enamelled owls, but you're going to get two in enamel. You've got, of course, the crystal crusted bellies and eyes and all of that there as well, plus the chain, and you get these beautiful statement pendants as well. So there's £21.99, that's all this is, and it's 071981. £21.99, and it's yours. And obviously not just for jewellery makers, for, you know, paper crafters, mixed media.
Yeah, absolutely.
They're fabulous on canvases and different artwork.
And you get 3 metres of chain with
do.
the owls. And then we go on to what we just worked on, actually, the fox bracelet and charm set, and the bluebird as well. Fox or bluebird, choice is yours. Obviously different coloured charms in each. The focal point is the fox that you can see there with the enamelling and the crystals, which is beautiful. And then you get lots of other fox charms and little stars as well. Gold tone and silver tones, that kind of ties in all of your jewellery, silver and gold together.
It does,
so.
yeah.
And then you've got your bluebird just next to it there. Every shade of blue imaginable. So that again is the charm and the bracelet for £15.99. And finally we've got the elephants down the end here as well. And thank you for that endorsement about the trunks up, symbolising good luck. There you've got your enamelling, you've got your crystal, and you've actually got 6 huge elephant charms. And then you get, of course, all of the smaller charms for your pendant or a necklace. You can wear it either way. That's £24.99 with 2 metres of chain, and that's 432049, your item number. Jane, thank you for coming in. Good to see you. Do you know when your next show is?
I'm next scheduled in October, but this was an extra show, so you never know, I might be back before then.
You might be back before then, OK. Well, it's good to see you. But if you want to go for yours, remember, you can find everything you need on the website from the show. Also, you can watch the show back on Rewind. But equally, if you need tools or you need the starter kit or anything like that, then have a little look at Hochanda.com, because you can't really make jewellery without tools, can you?
No.
And also the starter kit that Jane brings us is good to organise all your beads as well. So remember, Hochanda.com is the place to be. Any of the kits here, we still have have stock of the unicorn as well, but probably not for much longer. If you try in 10 minutes, I reckon it may have sold out. So good luck, I hope you get it. Fiona's on the way in a second with the one-day special, the 2 Fionas, and I'll see you a bit later on this afternoon. Yes, it is our Gemini one-day special coming up next then. Then it's Katie Sue Designs and Make It With Maggie coming up later this morning as well. Have a great morning with Hochanda, and I'll see you later this afternoon.
Hi, I'm Fiona Clayton from Crafter's Companion. I've been crafting for about 7 years now, having rediscovered my love of a childhood hobby. I'm delighted that I can share with you all my hints, tips and ideas, and here at Hochanda we're going to make sure that you really enjoy your crafting as well. So join me, Fiona Clayton, here on Hochanda.
Hi there, let me introduce you to Hochanda Go. This is our free app that allows you to watch Hochanda live on the go, anywhere, anytime, and purchase items featured on air from the past 14 days, giving you a quicker and easier method of shopping using your iPhone. You can find Hochanda Go by simply accessing your iPhone's App Store, typing in Hochanda into the search bar and downloading. But make sure you're a registered customer first by visiting hochanda.com. Once downloaded, this places Hochanda Go onto your home screen for easy access. Then simply tap the Hochanda icon to access the app. Once open, you'll notice that the current live show will automatically appear. If you turn your iPhone on its side, the live stream automatically becomes full screen. But that's not all. At the bottom of Hochanda Go, you have 3 icons. The first icon is Live. Here you'll find the live stream along with all the items featured in the current show. The next one is Rewind, where you'll be able to access the past 14 days of shows and purchase any items featured by simply tapping the screen. The third one is your basket. Currently it should be empty. Visit Live or Rewind and select the desired item you wish to purchase and add to basket. You'll be asked if you wish to continue shopping or go directly to your basket for checkout. Once you reach your basket, you'll notice it's very similar to our website, where you can choose different postage methods as well as applying any current voucher codes. Simply agree to the terms and conditions to check out securely. Log into your account using your registered email and password. Hochanda Go will automatically detect if you are a Freedom member and deduct your postage accordingly. Also on this screen you can select your delivery and billing address. Once these have been selected, tap Checkout securely. This takes you through to the payment page. Here you can make your preferred payment selection. Then once this has been selected, simply tap Submit Order and your item will be on its way. Hochanda Go. Watch live and order anywhere, anytime.
Very good morning to you. You've got 2 fees for the price of 1 here this morning, haven't you?
How often does that happen?
And I'll tell you what else you've got. You've got the Gemini on a one-day special at the best ever price I've ever seen it.
The best ever. I mean, it is just incredible. So what you've got today is a Gemini, which in my opinion is the best die cutting machine out there, at a price which is the lowest we have ever bought it. The lowest we have ever bought it. And boy, when you see what you're getting with it. Shall I just go through it?
Would you?
I am
Yeah.
super excited.
Yeah.
You're going to get your Gemini. Now, this is going to be the heartbeat of your craft room. It really is an extraordinary machine. It is simplicity itself to use. The buttons are on the front. We'll say more about that when we get back to the demonstration area. But look, every single plate you need is coming with it. So you have got your plastic shim, you've got your rubber mat, you've got your metal mat, you've got your cutting plates, you've got your magnetic mat, and you've got your metal shim as well. Now, normally with a Gemini, this is what you get. You would normally get a beautiful 3D embossing folder, and this will create something like this. Isn't this gorgeous?
That's
this is a starter
stunning.
kit, which is, by the way, the thanks and those beautiful dies you're seeing on there, they come with the starter kit. Isn't that great? So you could make that. You also get your multimedia dies. Now, these are dies which not only will work with your paper crafting, but these are going to work with things like like fabric, they're going to work with mountboard, they're going to work with leather, they're going to work with tin. These are your dies which make this machine into a multimedia workhorse. It is absolutely great. And we still haven't stopped. You are getting this beautiful, beautiful, now that is a creator card style die, absolutely gorgeous. It comes in 2 parts and it means you can create something like this, absolutely gorgeous. You are also getting 2 of the most fabulous, fabulous edger dies, and if I show you one of them, just there, I'll even show you it the right way up. Look at these. That is beautiful, and that is just one of 2 edger dies you're getting. Both of them are delightful. You are also getting, can you see, you've got the most fabulous set of accessories dies down there. You've got butterflies, you've got love tokens in there, you've got beautiful swirls, you've got the word thanks in there. So normally, that fabulous collection...
Just that side there.
This fabulous collection... 17999.
That's the price I remember.
Yes.
And that was a deal.
Yes. Do not get that, because not only are you getting this great deal in the one-day special, but you've got extras, and the extras are delicious. We have got this beautiful, beautiful creator card style dial. This is ring out those bells. Now, this could be Christmas, it could be winter weddings, it could be celebrations. You get a 2-part die, and you can see you've got those beautiful dies where you've got all that detail in the bells and in the box. Absolutely gorgeous, really lovely, wow. But if you just use the top part of the frame, look at that. Absolutely stunning. Now that could be clematis corners, it could be poinsettia, absolutely stunning. But you are also getting 2 additional sets of dies. Now you're getting what we call our stackable edgeables. They have a main die which is about 3.5 inches by 3.5. You get your 4 corner dies, which is great. It means you can cut them in one pass. And then you get 2 accessory dies. So if I hold up this card, for example, you can see there's the main image die right there in the centre, and then you've got those 4 corner dies plus the 2 little accessory bows as well. That's just one set. You're getting 2. The other one comes with these beautiful, beautiful, look at this. Imagine these as place settings for your table, or maybe your gifts are going to be in these. Absolutely stunning. Now, normally, that set of dies that you're seeing there, $39.96.
Wow.
I think, if my maths is right, that's $39.97. I can't take 3 away.
Shall we just say 40?
40.
It's just under 40.
You know, but it's a lovely set of dies. But that is coming with the plates, with the starter kit, with that fabulous machine. And you know, the thing about this machine is it's not just paper and card, it is also things. So you've got paper card, we've got craft metal here, we've got mount board, 3 layers of felt which you can cut at the same time. You have got, this is, linen fabric. You've also got card, this is sandpaper, you could file your nails with that. Thick cork, funky foam, denim, upholstery fabric, balsa wood. This is acetate, foiled acetate. This is just one, this is still just an example of all the things you can be cutting. Up to 7 layers of fabric. Now, all of these shapes, by the way, these are using the multimedia dies which are coming with this. But you've also got things like net, which can be tricky to get a clean cut.
Yeah.
This is mylar. Now, it doesn't look very interesting on the board, but trust me, this is the stuff that stencils are made from. So if you can cut that, you can make your own stencils.
Wow.
Really great. You've got chalkboard, real leather, faux leather, wood veneer. This is glitter fabric, this is backed hessian, this is unbacked hessian, which can be tricky to cut. You've also got here, this is embossed, not only metal, but the metal has been embossed. And this is just the start of what you'll be able to do. It is... Do you know, the lovely thing about all of this is, I've walked into the studio this morning,
Yes,
you and I both have. Now, I don't know who's on the shows, but I'll tell you what, I've spotted 2 Geminis in the studio.
The mini and the large one.
The mini and the large one that other people are choosing to use. You know, people use this machine because it works. It is fabulous.
Absolutely. And as Fiona said, you've got all of those plates, which in themselves can be roughly about £50.
Yeah,
you've got the dies, which are another 40.
Yes.
So you're telling me I'm getting the Gemini for about £60 in this offer. I mean, that is phenomenal. And we've got the 3 flexi-buy payments there. £159.96, best ever offer. That's the lowest ever price we've ever had it on Hochanda. 4000661. 3 flexi-buy payments of £53.32, and of course you get it all on that first flexi-buy payment. Let's have a look at the video of how it all works, and obviously we've got Fiona with us to demonstrate as well.
One of the fastest, quietest electronic die-cutting and embossing machines on the market. Its industry-leading high-pressure system delivers fantastic results from intricate dies and folders, all at the touch of a button. It's over.
The morning gremlins have got it.
I know they have. So we can actually, you can get those plates on their own, Fiona, can't you, as well?
You can. Today we've got this fantastic set of plates that you've got with them. So you can get, the pack comes together with 2 clear cutting plates, 2 magnetic shims, so you get an extra one in the accessories pack. You also get your metal, your rubber and your plastic. There we go. So you can get those. That has even got a saving on it today.
Yeah.
So if you're one of the hundreds of thousands of people worldwide, hundreds of thousands of people worldwide who've got one of these and you're looking to invest in another set of plates, today may be the day.
Absolutely. £10 saving there, £9.99, £49.95, and you've got the 2 flexi-buy payments on that as well, 736309. But it just goes to show you the amount of savings and value in the offer today. Now, over 60% of the Gemini machine offer, the one-day special, has gone. You launched last night, obviously, at 6 o'clock. We had the 8 o'clock show and obviously overnight repeats. There's hundreds of thousands of testimonials out there, which we'll get to, but let's see this beauty in action.
Absolutely. So we're going to start right from the very beginning. This is a fabulous machine. When you get it out of the box, all you've got to do is pop this power lead in the back of it and plug it in. Now, you've got 3 very simple controls here. When you turn it on, look, it glows purple, so you know it's switched on. So there's your on-off. Here is your play and pause, right in the centre there. I liken this to one of those lovely cassette machines I used to have when I was a child. And this is your reverse button. So on, off, play, pause, reverse. Absolutely easy to do. Now, with the machine, coming with the machine, you're going to get all your plates. So you've got 2 of your cutting plates, your plastic, your rubber, there's your other cutting plate, there's your embossing mat, and you get your metal shim. Now, you may not use your metal shim that often, but it's good to know it's there. OK, so what we're going to do is we're going to start from the very beginning. Now, I've taken all the dies that we're getting with the machine this time, Fiona. I don't know if they're going to cut, but I'm going to give it a try. Now, these are paper crafting dies. These dies were designed for paper crafting. So I have got the Creator Card style die on some Miricard. You would expect that. However, I've put the little love token on some leather to give that a try, see if that works. The little butterfly is on a piece of a soda can. I've got this beautiful, beautiful edgeable. Now, this is on Sheena stamping card, and we've got a special on that.
We've got a bit of a deal on that.
We will. We've also got some, this is glitter adhesive foam, and we've got one of the dies which comes with there, and then I've got some satin card with the word thanks. Now, for any thin metal die, whether it's a Crafter's Companion one or any other brand, this is the plate sandwich you use. You use your plastic shim. I tend to use my magnetic shim just as a shim. I don't use it to hold my dies in place, but you could.
Right.
But you could. And then all you do, straighten it up and offer it in. The optical sensors either side of the machine will pick up you've put the plates in, and assuming you've got your plate sandwich right, it will feed them through. If you've made it too thick, it won't.
It won't take it.
So it's a good way of doing it. Now, normally, with a die cutting machine, what you would do is you would put one die on and you'd find what they call the sweet spot. Now, what you'll have seen is I used the whole of the plate, and let's just have a look and see how these have cut in one pass. Now, we've got intricate dies in here. We have got beautiful... Now, look at that. One pass, excuse me.
Oh, my
look
word,
at that.
Fee, that's amazing.
One pass.
That is beautiful.
Is stunning, isn't that? Gorgeous, absolutely lovely, really pretty.
Beautiful.
Really pretty. Now that is going on the pile of stuff that people are going to, well, one lucky person is going to
win.
Take home, yes. In the 5 o'clock show,
last final call, Oh, so all those bits that you've been making since 6 o'clock last night, they're going to go to one lucky winner that's going to be drawn out of the bag. If you comment on our Facebook page about the Gemini itself, if you use it, if you've bought it, we've got a post there from Hochanda on there. So pop a post on and we can enter you into the prize draw, just like Sharon did. And she said, absolutely love my Gemini. Only had it a few months and definitely the best cutting machine I've ever used. There are thousands of testimonials on. Keep them coming in and we'll enter you into the prize draw. And we love, I mean, look at that, 30,008 customer experience reviews on our site alone. Let alone beyond Hochanda. Do you know what I mean?
Do you know, it's lovely, isn't it? Now, look, that is a pop tin.
That's a pop tin.
Now, that should not have necessarily cut. That is a pop tin with a paper crafting die.
Wow. And you've done that at the same time as you've done
as we did that really detailed one. Now this is a very sticky, mighty sticky, so this has gone through adhesive, glitter and funky foam. I'm just going to stick it on your fingers if I can, Fiona. There we go.
So adhesive sticker there and the funky foam. Brilliant. And they're all different thicknesses, but you put them all in the one swoop.
That's it, and I've used the whole of the plate because if you want now, look at this. This is extraordinary. That is leather.
Yeah.
This is a love token in leather. Now, I'm going to stick that on there so you can see. Look at that.
That's
leather. That is leather. Absolutely gorgeous. Isn't it lovely? There's a little bit there that I just want to take away. So that's going on this little pile as well.
So it's had a real mixture of thicknesses in one swoop as it's gone through, and it's intelligent enough to understand the pressure that it needs for all of them, doesn't it?
It really is, and we've had detailed dies in there. We've had various different mediums, remembering that all of the dies I've cut so far are paper crafting dies.
Yes.
So if you think about all the paper crafting dies you've got on at home now, and that actually you could be using to cut things other than paper crafting. Now, there.
What have you got for me now?
Look at how fine that is.
Wow, look at the detail of that one. Thank you.
Absolutely gorgeous. Really pretty. Now, here we are. Here is the Sheena stamping card. This is one of the edgeables. Look at that. At the same time, so Sheena stamping card, which is about 250 GSM from memory, but 300 GSM.
We've got a deal on that. We've got a deal on that, Fiona. Happy hour deal. So there we've got it. 120 sheets. 320 GSM. I mean, that has got a gorgeous thickness. Saving £5, but only for this hour, because obviously once we reach 10 o'clock, it will go back to the original price of £19.98. 120 sheets, what did you say, 300 GSM, yeah? A4 white stamping card, 965-246, £14.98. And if you're a Freedom Club member, then of course your postage and packaging is already included. Wow, that is an amazing happy hour deal. That's a big stash, isn't it? 120 sheets.
Goodness. Huge.
Goodness gracious.
I want to just show you. Now, what I've done is I've flipped and rotated my plate. I will clear that junk up in a minute. But I've flipped and rotated my plate, and I am using this lovely 3D embossing folder. And we've got some metal going in here. And I want to show you a couple of ways of doing this. Now, normally with a 3D embossing folder, you take... The thing is, the 3D embossing folder, let me start again. A 3D embossing folder is thicker than a standard folder. Can you see? If I hold them up that way, you might be able to see. This is a standard folder. This is a 3D embossing folder. So you can see that that one is thicker than this one.
Yeah.
Now, with your standard folders, you use your 2 clear cutting plates. When you're using your thicker folders, you have to reduce the depth of the sandwich, the plates, because you've got a finite space in that gap. It's not going to grow. So you need to reduce the amount of plates that you're using, the thickness of them. Now, usually, with a 3D embossing folder, what you'll need is your plastic shim. Oh, I haven't put it in straight again. Here we go. Let me turn it round the other way. See, it was doing this.
It knows. It won't let you put it through unless it's happy.
What it is,
and it will refuse it out again if it's too wide.
It will.
Yeah.
Now, what I want to do, I'm going to show you this, and then I'm going to try and put it through with my magnetic as well.
Okay.
So let me just show you this. Now, look. Here we go. There we go. So that's not bad. Now, if I can manage to pop that back in the same place.
Now, Beverly said on Facebook she's just been entered into the prize draw. She loves her Gemini. It's so reliable. Brilliant. Never lets her down. This is fantastic, brilliant. Beverly. I agree. I mean, I've been here, obviously, since Hochanda launched. I pop in and out, obviously.
Yes.
But the Geminis, I'm always amazed. They are just... as everybody said to me, they say, you know, once you've got it, you realise, well, how did I survive without it for this long? I'll never go back again. Do you know what I mean?
Now, I've put it through. This time I've added a shim in because the emboss was good.
Yeah.
But it wasn't great.
Okay.
So I thought it could take a little bit more pressure. Okay. So I have put my lovely magnetic in. Now, when I open this up, now look.
Look at that difference.
Now look,
yeah.
You've got that background embossing honeycomb there, and you have got all this incredible 3D detail. It is stunning. This is metal. This is metal. So somebody is going to have some of these to play with and to get your inks on as well. So isn't that lovely?
Like that beautiful card you showed me earlier, Fiona. Look at that
Really gorgeous. So yeah, play
So what did you do with
this.
that? What was that?
So that is just Miri card, and then I just ran an ink pad over the top.
Oh, fabulous.
It's so easy.
Fantastic.
This is the thing. When you've got a tool which makes your life easy, it's fabulous.
Lovely. Shall we have a look at the Gemini bit of footage that we tried to play earlier and the gremlins got stuck, and then we'll come straight back? Let's do that.
Fine.
One of the fastest, quietest electronic die-cutting and embossing machines on the market. Its industry-leading high-pressure system delivers fantastic results from intricate dies and folders, all at the touch of a button. Its oversized opening and platforms provide for edge-to-edge cutting of US letter and A4 size with thin metal dies, allowing you to cut materials such as thin cardstock, vinyl, craft metal and fabric. No cranking needed, as it will move the plates through automatically and quickly, which means you may spend less time on preparation and more time on inspiration. The Gemini has optical switches, making it hands-free and fully automated, with a built-in auto-reverse function for protection. It's easy to use, so you're always in control. Its sleek, low-profile design makes it a superb addition to any craft workspace. It has built-in handholds, meaning you can easily take it anywhere. The Gemini is a universal die-cutting and embossing machine that works with the majority of all leading brands of thin metal dies and embossing folders. All of the platforms that you need come included in the box, as well as a thick rubber embossing mat for intricate detail work on your dual-purpose cut and embossed dies. The addition of the metal cutting plate allows you to cut intricate dies in a single pass through the machine and enables you to cut multiple layers of fabric. For a perfect cut every time, you need Gemini, the electronic die-cutting and embossing machine made by crafters for crafters.
Indeed, and those crafters are here. I've just said hello to Maggie Moore. We're crafting with Maggie later. What has she got over on her desk over there? A Gemini. Jo Channon's with us as well, and Katie Sue Designs. What has she got on her desk? A mini Gemini. So the crafters here use it as well, and it's just the ease of it. Press the button, and it just feeds it through. There's none of this sort of grinding, you know what I mean? It's effortless, and the results are superb, as you can tell from those brilliant reviews. And today, the one-day special, we've got it for the best price you've ever had the chance to get it at. So if there wasn't a better time to get it, then I don't know when is. Because as you can see at the bottom of the screen, coming in now, we've got the starter kit, which in itself is normally £179.99. That's the price I remember. But today, the one-day special that Fiona launched last night at 6 o'clock, and we've got over 60% of the stock has gone, £159.96. We're actually approaching 70% of the stock gone. Just the plates alone is, you know, all the essential plates, you know, your magnetic shim, your cutting plate, you know, the plastic shim there as well. Fee's taken us through them all in detail there. Just those alone, I know in the extra pack you get another magnetic shim, but that alone is just, you know, about £50, isn't it, in itself? And then these beautiful dies in themselves as well, you know, those as well, you know, £39.97. So we add that together, there's your £90. So for £60, you could argue that you are getting that incredible Gemini. But look at the saving you're making. You're saving £60, and you can get it on 3 flexi-buy payments of £53.32. 17 dies. That beautiful embossing folder there as well, that 3D embossing folder. It is incredible. 400661. And so many of you agree. Claire on Facebook, she says, I love it because it makes life so much easier. And it does. You know, you haven't got that grinding. It understands if there's too much going through, it'll just refuse it. It's incredibly intelligent. And, you know, Fee was just showing us, Fiona, that, you know, all the different thicknesses, I mean, we've got that lovely set of dies there that are what do we call them? The multimedia dies. This is it. It's that lovely hexagon, that nest. And that can do, you know, your craft cards, your leather, your backed Hessian, your craft metal, your glitter card, your mirror card. What we've got 7, was it 6 or 7 of them? I've seen that, the cotton material go through there. I mean, I can't even remember them all. I'll have to come back again. What were they there? We've got corrugated card, mount board, mirror card, glitter card, coated card, copper sheets, foiled acetate, upholstery fabric, balsa wood, funky foam, thick cork, heavy duty, sandpaper, cardboard packaging, linen, glitter fabric, wood veneer, that amazing mylar as well that your folders are made out of, and stencils are made out of, I should say. So, you know, it cuts all this amazing material. And that's in just one swoop. It can do that. You don't have to do them at separate times, as Fee explained, and, you know, find the sweet point, trying to put them in at an angle and what have you. Gorgeous edgeables. You've got gorgeous, I mean, look at this. This is the present one as well that we've got there for the top, in terms of the edges as well. And you can use those within your card or on your edges there. And you've got those lovely corner pieces as well. You've got it in the candy cane. We've got that beautiful creator card die as well that you can use as a whole, or as a whole there, or just use in the framing. I mean, they're stunning. The extras in terms of the giveaway are beautiful. You know, just tremendous. I'm just holding up a fraction here as well, because there's just so much behind the desk here. If he's got it all nicely organised, and I'm ruining that. Just stunning. You've got all of those extra elements in the whole bundle as well. All the dies and the machine. Best price it's ever been on Hochanda at, and we are approaching 70% of the stock gone, so there's never been a better time to secure yours. Everybody that's got it says, I don't know how I survived this long without it, I'll never go back again. Keep sending in your testimonials on the Facebook, we'll read them out, we'll enter you into that price draw. Laura says, I use my Gemini, it never lets me down, you know. Perfect cuts each and every time, no matter what the dies you're using. And actually, I'll talk to Fiona about that in a moment. Will it suit other dies that we've already got in our stash at home? 400661, £159.96, 3 flexi-buy payments as well, of course, of £53.32. Let me just talk very briefly about those of you that have already got your Gemini and want to get an extra set of plates, because again, we've got an incredible saving of £9.99 on these today as well. So can you see that? £49.95. We've got an extra magnetic shim in here as well. So that's the only difference between this set and the bundle that is included in your Gemini one-day special. So when you start to build up that with the dies, you know, the value, the amazing saving is incredible. I'm going to ask Fee more about why would I want an extra set of the sheet. I mean, I know why, because I see them used here. So sometimes it's handy to have that extra spare set because it does get used so much. But 736309, £59.94 normally, but £49.95 today. 2 flexi-buy payments of £24.98. There we go. And I'm going to ask more about why we want those extra sets to Fee in a moment. 2 questions I've got for her now. And then also 30% of those has actually gone. We've also got the happy hour deal of the Sheena card. Don't forget 120 sheets of that 300 GSM beautiful white card for a saving of £5, £14.98, 965-246. So Fiona, I had two questions there. One was why, if I already have a Gemini, would I want my extra spare plates? What was my other question?
Your other question was other dies, and we are going to.
Thank you. Lovely. Thank you.
There we go. Now let me just explain. When you get your Gemini home, this is what your clear plates are going to look like. They're lovely. And they're flat. Can you see? This is one of my well-loved plates. So you can see, if I hold it there, it's just beginning to go. But take a look at how much cutting I've done with this on both sides. On both sides. So you've got cutting top to bottom and across the whole face of it on both sides. That is a lot of die cutting, and eventually, if you flip and rotate your plates, you still will eventually need to get yourself a new set. And when we've got them on an opportunity like this, you get everything then. It's like getting a brand new machine. When you get a brand new set of plates, you'll have great fun playing with them. But all you need to remember is flip and rotate them whenever you use them. Okay, so shall I give you the nice one back? I'll put my lovely one down there.
And there's two magnetic shims in that set as well, isn't there?
And they come in the same packet, so do be careful. When you get them, have a look, because they will be stuck together because they're magnets. So you just need to peel them apart. Don't try and put the whole shim through, because you'll wonder what's happening. Okay, so what I said is this is going to give you edge to edge, top to bottom. Now this is one of my biggest folders in my stash. You can see this is an A4 folder, but I have still got space around my plate because my plates are bigger than A4. Now the reason I like to do this is a standard embossing folder, so I'm going to use my 2 clear cutting plates.
Right.
Not like my 3D one I've just done. And again, we're just going to offer it in. The machine, the optical sensors will take it. There is no cranking. I could stand here, clear some space, have a cup of tea, whatever I want.
I mean, it's seconds, isn't it, for it to feed through?
18 seconds.
Well, you've counted.
18 seconds for one pass of the plate. You can, however, if you've got the Gemini Junior, if you use the Gemini Junior plates and you put them in sideways rather than face on, you can actually use the little Gemini Junior plates in this, in which case it's 9 seconds as well. Right, now, come and have a look at this. The reason I do this demonstration is just to prove to you folk at home, this is vellum. Now, if that pressure was not absolutely even, if it did not go edge to edge, top to bottom, you would see it. Now, I would defy you, no matter where you go on this, top to bottom, corner to corner, every single piece of this, from the top to the bottom, is perfect. And I'm going to move this up so you can see that.
Wow, that even distribution is phenomenal, isn't it?
I mean, it is just incredible. The reason I do that is just to prove you do get that full pressure across the whole plate.
Yes, indeed.
Okay, so we've been embossing. That's a standard embossing folder. The other thing you can do, so again, I have got, I've got some Sheena stamping card on there, which I'm going to sort out in a minute, and I have got some Miri card in a standard embossing folder right there. And I'm just going to move that to one side.
So any embossing folders, Fiona?
Any embossing folders that you've got, you can use with this. Most embossing folders are the standard, so you would use them as your 2 clear cutting plates. But that's a really good question, because if you ever have a question, about your embossing folder and you're not sure of the sandwich, there are 2 things you can do. One is you can look on Crafters Companion's website, where we have actually put, you could look at, well, 3 things, because you could look in your booklet, or give the girls at the office a ring and they will work it out with you. But as a general rule, start light, with lightest pressure, because you can always add something in. Now, this is just the standard embossing folder. But the thing is with the embossing folders, and why I love them, you can do techniques with them. So I've got some Sheena stamping card I'm going to play with here. And I've just got a roller, which I'm just rolling some lovely ink across here, just catching all those bits that I want to catch. I might need a wee bit more ink on my brayer, but actually that'll do for now. So I've now got a lovely inky folder, and I've got some Sheena stamping card. All you have to remember is once you do this technique, you close it and don't look at it again. Don't try and adjust
Open it again, yeah.
Don't try and adjust it. 2 folders on the plate
at the same time. Right.
I know.
And don't forget that Sheena stamping card is on the happy hour deal, bottom of the screen there, saving £5. It's only going to stay at that price until 10 o'clock, and then it'll go back to £20 basically, £19.98. So it's working out at 12 pence a sheet at the moment.
Do you know, Sheena stamping card is one of those staples in my craft room because you can use it for so many things, and because it is low chalk, which you can't tell from...
Why is that important, Fiona?
Because it means that if you're using your watercolour mediums or your distress inks, they're going to move when you put it on. Because if paper has chalk in it, it holds the ink and then it doesn't move anywhere. Now look, there is a standard embossing folder on Mirror Card. Pretty. Pretty, pretty. But look at this. Wow. Ooh. Isn't that lovely? So you have got all of that. I could have done with a bit more ink on there.
You did say that though, Fiona.
But yeah, absolutely beautiful, isn't it? It looks very distressed. It's like very distressed, vintage looking.
And that's an embossing folder.
That's an embossing folder. So now you've basically got stamps which are that size. Now I'm just going to show you one more embossing thing, and then I'll get ready and we'll get some other manufacturers' dies. Now look at this. I'm going to hold this straight.
I recognise that stencil.
This is a stencil. It is really thin. It is not meant for embossing. It is, what, thinner than a piece of... I'll tell you what, have we got... Can I just grab a Sheena stamping card? Let's hold it up so you can see. There's the stencil. Well, there's the stencil. There's the paper. So it's thinner than a sheet of paper.
That is,
That's thin.
Yeah, that is thin.
OK, so we're going to pop that down and pop some card on top of it. Then I'm going to get... Now, I'm going to use the same sandwich I use for embossing my thin metal dies. Okay. So there's my paper and card. I'm going to pop my rubber mat over the top. And then we're going to put my clear shim and my cutting plate on.
Really? With a stencil that thin?
Shall we give it a go? Let's see.
Let's see, eh?
Let's see. I might need to put another shim in, but I think it'll be fine. But this is the thing. So this means now...
You said start light, didn't you?
Yeah. All your stencils could become embossing folders.
Wow.
All your embossing folders could become stamps. All your paper crafting dies could become multimedia dies. This is what the pressure of the Gemini does. Now, come and have a look at this.
Oh, yes. Look at the magic.
Isn't that, and you know, that is great, isn't it?
That was so thin, Fiona.
Thin paper, or thinner than paper,
lovely effect.
Stencil. Isn't that lovely?
That's transformed what we've got at home, isn't it? That is amazing. And we're going to have a look in a moment as well at using your dies maybe that you've got at home. But first of all, I just want to have a little listen to somebody that phoned into the studio last night. You'll know this. What was the lady's name?
Rach.
Rach. Let's just have a quick listen to Rach.
Now, someone that loves her Gemini is Rach, and she joins us, hopefully, on the phone right now. Rach, are you there?
I am indeed. Hello.
Oh, hello, Rach. How are you?
Very good, thank you.
Good. Now, Rach, you're part of the design team. Now, can you tell us why you love your Gemini?
It's never failed to cut anything that I've put through it.
Yeah.
I just know when I use the Gemini that it's going to cut everything that I ask of it, emboss everything I ask of it. It's just amazing. I love it to bits.
And has it encouraged you, Rach, to use different mediums through your Gemini? Maybe go from card making to stitchy crafting, for example, using the lovely thickness in the different cards that you've got available?
I have invested in the builder block dies. Unfortunately, they are, to my shame, sat in the corner waiting for me to find the time to play with them. But yes, I'm looking forward to doing some patchwork.
And were you able to bring out any dies which you had left in the cupboard which you'd stopped using because they were just too tricky to cut, Rach?
Oh, definitely, yes. That is one of the wonderful things about this machine, is it makes everything cut beautifully. And if it doesn't go through the first time, you just put it through again, or stick it on reverse, which is what that wonderful reverse feature is. It's great.
It's brilliant, isn't it? Now, if anyone is watching the show and they're a little bit hesitant, maybe they're thinking, shall I go for it? Shall I not? What is the difference? What makes this so special? What would you say to them, Rach?
Stop hesitating. It's lovely. Seriously, you just don't realise until you've got the machine how much better it is.
Brilliant.
No, I quickly, I guess your crafting is. Rachel, it's been a pleasure. Thank you so much for calling in.
Rachel, thank you. Lovely to speak with you.
And you. Cheers.
All right, take care. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.
Oh, isn't that lovely?
Lovely. Obviously, when Fiona launched last night, the one-day special at 6 o'clock, Rachel says you just don't realise until you've got it, you know, the ease and the brilliance of the machine. And I just want to point out as well, one more thing I want to say is, if you've bought the starter bundle, if you've allocated it, I mean, right now, because you're thinking, because I can see, well, not me personally, like a mystic or something, my producers can see online that a few people have allocated the starter bundle into your basket. Now, that's brilliant, but I want you to get even bigger savings, because the starter kit, if you see at the bottom, is £179.99, and that has everything. But the one-day special is £159.96, and you're getting more than just in the starter car. You're getting the extra dies. So take it out, delete it now, pop in the one-day special, save yourself £20, get even more dies and goodies, and also you can opt for that 3 flexi-buy payments there as well. We only want to have the best for you as well. So here, you've got that set of nesting dies, multimedia dies, that Fiona has on the boards with all the different materials that it can cut. You've got that beautiful, beautiful papercraft die, those 3 dies there. You've got the lovely thanks and the butterflies and the love token there. You've got that gorgeous, gorgeous, I mean, it's beautiful, isn't it? This one here, the 2 there, the blossoming borders there that you can see at the side here as well. You've got that lovely embossing folder. Did you remember that Fiona showed us on the mirror card and on the craft metal as well? Stunning. You get obviously all your plates, your metal and your cutting plate, your magnetic shim, your clear plate and the plastic one as well. You get all of those, which we know in themselves is roughly about £50. But because it's the one-day special, we want you to give you the creator card die, which you can create that lovely board, because you can see it's in 2 parts, a border or indeed that whole card in itself. You've got these 7 metal dies down here, the Christmas present with your corners and your flourishes of your bows, and then you've also got there the candy cane as well with your corners and the little flowers. So you get all of that as well for £159.96. 70% of the stock has gone. And we've only got till the final call tonight at 5 o'clock. Now, I've actually been here with the guests, with Fiona, and I've said, I'm sorry, we've got none on the website at the moment. You know what? There are times when the Gemini is not available. So, but this is the lowest it's ever been available for. So please don't miss out on getting yours and sharing the same customer experience that Rachel's had. And obviously those 30,000 reviews you can see there at the bottom. So we've got cardboard, linen, multiple felt layers, corrugated card, mount board, mirror card, glitter card, coated card, copper sheet. We've got foiled acetate, balsa wood, upholstery fabric, heavy denims, funky foam, thick cord, heavy duty sandpaper, cardboard packaging, linen. Then we've got the mylar, the stuff that your stencils are made out. Didn't that stencil, that bubble stencil, create a beautiful embossing on that mirror card? Craft card, glitter net, multiple layers of fabric at the same time. I'm hoping Fee does that because I love that demonstration. Drink cans, yeah, pop cans, Hessian backed, glitter fabric, yeah, fabric, wood veneer faux leather, genuine leather. We just got that lovely, that was a paper die. The love. Chalkboard, can you believe it? Embossed thick aluminium. This is what it can cut. This is the power and the beauty of the Gemini. 400-661, and it's at the best ever price we've ever seen it here at Hochanda. Shall we see it in action? And then we're going to go. Let me tell you about the accessory set, and then we'll see Fee in action. Fiona, I should say, because this is how we don't get confused. I'm the Fee, she's the Fiona. We've got the actual cutting plate set as well, just in case you've already got your Gemini, because we want you to get a saving as well. 40%. Now, Fiona explained how eventually, you know, do the reverse and flip so you get the best wear out of it. But eventually, you will need your new plates. It'll be like getting a new machine again. So you've got, obviously, your cutting plates, your magnetic shims, your plastic shim, your rubber mat. The only difference between this set and the set that's included in your Gemini one-day special is the extra magnetic shim. And I'm going to ask Fiona another question. I think I already know that, but there seem to be different thicknesses. One's thicker, one's a little bit slimmer. And I'm assuming that's to do with the sandwiches, but I'm going to ask Fiona that. So you've got your clear one there, obviously your cutting mats as well there, and you've got your glass one there. You've got it all, your rubber mat, your plastic, your magnetic shims and your cutting plates and your clear one there. 736309, you're saving £10, £9.99, £49.95. They are on flexi-buy payments, 40% of the stock has gone, £24.98 and 2 flexi-buy payments there, 736309. Let's see the Gemini in action. We'll hear more of your fantastic reviews and I'll pose that question to Fiona again.
This is Gemini, one of the fastest, quietest electronic die-cutting and embossing machines on the market. Its industry-leading high-pressure system delivers fantastic results from intricate dies and folders, all at the touch of a button. Its oversized opening and platforms provide for edge-to-edge cutting of US letter and A4 size with thin metal dies, allowing you to cut materials such as thin cardstock, vinyl, craft metal and fabric. No cranking needed, as it will move the plates through automatically and quickly, which means you may spend less time on preparation and more time on inspiration. The Gemini has optical switches, making it hands-free and fully automated, with a built-in auto-reverse function for protection. It's easy to use, so you're always in control. Its sleek, low-profile design makes it a superb addition to any craft workspace. It has built-in handholds, meaning you can easily take it anywhere. The Gemini is a universal die-cutting and embossing machine that works with the majority of all leading brands of thin metal dies and embossing folders. All of the platforms that you need come included in the box, as well as a thick rubber embossing mat for intricate detail work on your dual-purpose cut and embossed dies. The addition of the metal cutting plate allows you to cut intricate dies in a single pass through the machine and enables you to cut multiple layers of fabric. For a perfect cut every time, you need Gemini, the electronic die cutting and embossing machine made by crafters for crafters.
I made a boo-boo, Fifi, didn't I?
You did. You were feeling the rubber mat, and you're absolutely right. It is thinner,
yeah.
But that's the one we use to squash the paper into the dies or squash the material into your stencils, whichever.
You do get two magnetic shims.
You do get two magnetic. Now, you asked me before, you said what other manufacturers' dies can we use? Okay, come and have a look at this plate. And what I will do is show you. This is a tonic die on funky foam. This is a Sizzix die on a couple of layers of vellum. I have got a Spellbinders die on that lovely adhesive glitter. Marianne die on balsa wood. IO dies on cork. This is an Amy Designs die. I've never even heard of that one before, on adhesive metal. And this one down here is a little Creative Expressions one, because I had a bit of space on the plate. Now, this is the thing. I'm going to use exactly the same plate combination that I use for Crafter's Companion thin metal dies.
Even though you've got all those different dies and different thicknesses to cut through, different mediums.
Lots of different mediums, but they are all thin metal dies. That's what they have in common. So then we are going to feed it through. There we go. So feeding it through. Hands-free, no cranking, which for someone like me, I have carpal tunnel in both wrists, but actually it's really bad in my right wrist. And I used to find that constantly cranking and having to put stuff through 3, 4, 5
4
times.
back, 4, yeah.
Oh, it killed my wrist. So actually, if somebody asked me to give back my Gemini now, they'd be told to go away.
Yeah.
Because quite honestly, it is absolutely fab. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to poke these out onto your hand, Fiona, because these are the IO paper crafting. Now remember, these are paper crafting dies.
Yes, indeed.
These are little cork buttons now, and actually all the little bits in the centre will poke out eventually, but I'll do that later on. Look at those little cork, beautiful buttons, and actually all those centre pieces do. Let me just poke that one out because I want to get another demonstration.
So they're paper crafting dies. These are not multi-purpose dies.
These are
just
paper crafting dies. Absolutely. So what?
This shows you the quality of that Gemini's pressure, doesn't it?
Now look, haven't even embossed that yet. Look at the detail on that. That is adhesive metal. Absolutely beautiful, isn't it? Really lovely.
Beautiful.
So here we go. Let me just take this one away. Here we go. Now this is an incredibly delicate die. It is a creative expressions die.
Gosh, we've got the whole lot here, haven't we?
Absolutely beautiful. So let me just...
Jackie on Facebook, Fiona, says she absolutely loves her Gemini. She says what you've used this morning has given her even more inspiration. She says, I'm going to try my stencils and as embossing folders. And she also mentions cutting your own stencils that you mentioned. How do you do that?
Mylar and multimedia dies. That is a creative expressions die. Absolutely beautiful. So yeah, if you use Mylar, I can't remember the lady's name, if you use Mylar and you use your multimedia dies to cut it, Jackie.
Sorry,
Now, that's lovely.
Well, that was the
What about a balsa wood dolphin? Again, that is a paper crafting die.
And it's embossed as
well. Paper crafting die. And here we go. This is a fab. There we are, Spellbinders die. That is adhesive glitter foam on there at the same time. We have also got the most fabulous. I'm just going to take this off. Now, next show, I'm going to show you how you would turn this wonderful, wonderful stencil into a die cut. Now, all those bits have cut.
Yes, you just
and what we're going to do is turn this into a stamp.
Oh, wow.
So, bear with, be watching at 1 o'clock, and we're going to turn this lovely funky foam into a stamp. There we go.
Brilliant.
Isn't it great?
We'll poke the rest of her out later, yeah.
That is
fantastic.
Lovely. And what about not one, but here, there we go. We've actually got two. I can't separate them at the moment, but there are two vellum. I'm
running out of hands, Fiona.
I know. So all of that in one go. They've been done.
Wow.
Absolutely beautiful.
Look at
there
that.
You go. Two vellum feathers. Somebody is going to have great fun playing with those, aren't they?
And they are. If you post a message or in terms of on our Facebook page in terms of what you think about your Gemini, have you got your Gemini? It's on the photos of the Gemini. Then we will enter you into the prize draw, which will be drawn at 5 o'clock to win all the goodies that Fiona's furiously stamping and embossing and working with today, and cutting and all sorts that's been going on. In every single show, so the Gemini one-day special launched at 6 o'clock. Please don't get the starter. We know that's an amazing at £179.99, but the one-day special gives you a £20 saving, plus even more extras in terms of the creator card and obviously those lovely present and the candy cane dies as well. 3/4 of the stock gone now.
Wow.
We've got to last till 5 o'clock, Fiona.
Now, here, different types of dies. These are the multimedia dies. These are the slightly thicker than the thin metal dies. So this is the one that comes in the pack. We've got several layers of fabric. This is another one of ours with 3 layers of felt. This is a tag with adhesive veneer. We've got mount board and a big... Now, mount board, this is the stuff you make picture frames from. Really heavy. And then we've got a couple of layers of acetate.
So you've gone from the thick to the thin.
That's right. So, and again, this time round, what we're going to do, because these are our thin metal dies, our multimedia dies, I'm going to try them with a thinner sandwich. The dies are thicker, you make the sandwich thinner. So I've taken out my magnetic.
Okay.
And then I didn't tape any of these down, so I am going to be oh so careful putting them through. Listen to that. Listen to that work.
Yeah.
This is why eventually you will need to replace your plates, because they are doing what they're meant to do, and you can extend their life by remembering to flip and rotate them. That's all you need to do. Now, let's have...
They're like a mattress.
A look at this.
Flip and rotate it. That's what they say, isn't it, for longer mattresses?
You do, yeah, absolutely.
What was this now? This was the felt?
Beautiful felt heart.
Straight away, look at that perfect cut. Look at those clean edges.
Yeah.
Look at that, no fuzzy, taggy ends there.
At the same time, we have cut 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 layers of cotton. We have cut a mount board butterfly.
Look at that.
We have, let's just have a look and see whether this has cut. Right. That has cut through one more or less, but I would need to pop it through again. I can see, but I will cut that again at 1 o'clock. And here we go.
Wow.
1 wood veneer adhesive tag. Absolutely incredible. My word, I've made a mess.
It's all going into the goodie pile if you've made a comment on the Facebook there. Shall we remind you why you need the Gemini with that quick bit of footage? We'll come straight back again to Fiona. Let's.
Gemini, one of the fastest, quietest electronic die-cutting and embossing machines on the market. Its industry-leading high-pressure system delivers fantastic results from intricate dies and folders, all at the touch of a button. Its oversized opening and platforms provide for edge-to-edge cutting of US letter and A4 size with thin metal dies, allowing you to cut materials such as thin cardstock, vinyl, craft metal and fabric. No cranking needed, as it will move the plates through automatically and quickly, which means you may spend less time on preparation and more time on inspiration. The Gemini has optical switches, making it hands-free and fully automated, with a built-in auto-reverse function for protection. It's easy to use, so you're always in control. Its sleek, low-profile design makes it a superb addition to any craft workspace. It has built-in handholds, meaning you can easily take it anywhere. The Gemini is a universal die-cutting and embossing machine that works with the majority of all leading brands of thin metal dies and embossing folders. All of the platforms that you need come included in the box, as well as a thick rubber embossing mat for intricate detail work on your dual-purpose cut and embossed dies. The addition of the metal cutting plate allows you to cut intricate dies in a single pass through the machine and enables you to cut multiple layers of fabric. For a perfect cut every time, you need Gemini, the electronic die cutting and embossing machine made by crafters for crafters.
So, Fiona, why do we need the Gemini in our lives? What is good about this one-day special?
I personally feel, and do you know what I'm really delighted about is, yes, you will see professionals using this in the studio, and of course it is their choice which machine they use. However, what I really love and what I adore in shows like this is not hearing what we say.
No.
But it's hearing what you guys are saying. You're saying to me, it does what it says on the tin. It works first time. It cuts beautifully. I wouldn't give it back. And this is exactly what I feel. So you have got in here, you've got that beautiful, beautiful Gemini machine, and you have got the easy to start, easy to see buttons which light up, and it's just on, off, pause, play, pause and reverse. Couldn't be simpler. You are getting all of your plates, so you've got your opaque, you've got 2 cutting plates, you've got your magnetic, your metal and your rubber in there as well. Then, if you come here, there is that fabulous 3D embossing folder. That is going to make the most beautiful cards in its own right. Absolutely stunning. There we go. And you can see all that detail, background, midground and foreground. You are getting with that a set of multimedia dies, which you just saw me cut through 7 layers of fabric with a load of other things in one pass. There is that creator card style die, and if I show you this one here, look at that.
Beautiful.
All of that detail. You can even see that fabulous little love token in the background, which you're getting as well. So you can see you're getting thanks, love, the butterfly. Then you've got those beautiful edgeables as well. Now the edgeables will cut one die absolutely beautifully. So, oh, need go gadget arms. There we go. So you've got that beautiful one there. And then, whoa, that's better. Use the other arm, it's longer. So there's the other edgeable as well. So pretty. There's that thanks die as well. Really usable. Now, that is normally 17999.
Yeah, as you can see, the bottom of the screen, the starter kit. If that is in your basket, take it out.
Yes.
We want to give you more for less. But
Yes.
don't forget to put the one-day special in.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, for £20 less, you're getting the machine and you are getting a beautiful creator card style die here. This is the bells are ringing. It is stunning, absolutely gorgeous, no matter how you use it. It really is a lovely, lovely die. I'm going to drop it in there so you can see it.
I'm going to be naughty and do that.
Perfect for weddings. Perfect for weddings. Isn't that going to be lovely?
Gorgeous.
Then you've got two sets of our stackable edgeables. You have got your present with four corners and your bows, and you have got your beautiful, beautiful candy canes. Now, I'm going to hold these up here just so that you can see them. So you're getting all of that, plus the machine, plus the starter kit, and you're getting all of that for £20 less than you would normally pay for the machine and the starter kit.
And we said the plates themselves, if you're buying them today, an extra set, they're £50, £10 saving. The dies themselves would be just under £40, £39.97. So that's £90 practically. So for £60, we're getting the Gemini as well in this one-day special offer. That is phenomenal. 3 flexi-buy payments of £53.32. £60 saving plus all those extra goodies. 400661. Please don't miss out on yours. Look at the customer reviews on the Facebook. Add yours to win the goodies later on in the final call. Fiona, we'll see you at 1. Thank you so much.
Okay.
Don't forget to check out your baskets, and there's plenty more still to see. Indeed, you'll see Jo up next and Katie Sue Designs with her lovely Gemini. Then we've got Make It with Maggie with her Gemini as well. And then we've got Crafting with Clarity to follow.
Hello, I'm Paula Pascual from Tonica Studios. I have been paper crafting for the last 21 years, since I discovered the joy of making my own Christmas cards using papers and cards that I had around and embroidering into them. I started using Tonic products back in 2004 when I got my first guillotine from Tonic Studios. Since then I have been hooked on their products to make sure that I get perfect cutting every single time. I love paper crafting because in a very short amount of time I can create a really beautiful piece of artwork that I'm very proud of, and I can then give it away to my friends and family. I love being on Hochanda because then I get to share all the techniques and tips that I have learned over the years. So join me for my Tonic shows on Hochanda.
Crafter's Companion matte black cardstock is a must-have for any crafter. With 40 A4 sheets, you'll have more than enough to explore and experiment with this great crafting resource. Perfect for matting, layering and scrapbooking, as the black colour goes all the way through to the core. To stock up, check out hochanda.com.
Hello, I'm Shelley from Craft Creations. Craft Creations has been around for 30 years. It started off in the director's bedroom, just a few card blanks, and we've grown and grown. We now manufacture die cut decoupage, we do our printing, we manufacture card blanks and peel off stickers as well. We love coming on Hochanda to bring you all of our products to show you just how to make some really beautiful cards. One of the things that we are really famous for is our peel-off stickers. So we have the gold label peel-off sticker range. We have lots of different colours, plain colours, glitter colours, literally every single colour under the sun. So make sure you don't miss the Craft Creation shows here on Hochanda.
Hello and welcome. It's marvellous to have your company. Now, this is a little bit exciting because a brand new face to the Katie Sue design. First,
no,
obviously not a brand new face to our screens.
No, sorry,
Joe.
It's an old one. It's
a talented one. It
you.
must be really nice because, of course, our Katie Sue, you know, our wonderful Noreen. I know for many moons, and I hope she's watching today. I hope she's probably doing something right lovely. But brand new to Katie Sue. Now, why are you a fan of Katie Sue? What do you love about the stuff?
Well, Noreen, if she was here, she'll tell you that I just absolutely love it. I love everything about it. Right from day one, when we had the Flower Soft, which was the most amazing product and still is. But, you know, just so lovely. I love the fact that it's all made in the UK. Yeah. It's a UK company in the North East, which is lovely. As you know, I do support everything in this country. What I love about it is that everything that they do, no matter whether it's the paper pads, the moulds, the accessories, anything that goes with it, it's all first class.
Yeah, it's good quality.
It is good quality.
The moulds are phenomenal.
The moulds, you cannot beat them. You cannot beat them.
Beautiful.
There is no doubt at all. And I'm hoping that I get a chance at some point. I have got a little bit of a mould play today. But
fingers crossed.
Oh, fingers crossed.
Now, we are celebrating as well today because it was a year ago that the lovely lady, Teresa, who actually has designed a brilliant artist. Yes. It was a year ago since she's been on our Hochanda.
That's right, yes. So we thought it would be really nice to actually dedicate a show, well, 2 shows actually today, to Teresa's work, which is superb. I mean, when you picked the pads up this morning, you haven't seen the Craftaholics, had you?
No,
and straight away you said... Now, they are quirky. They are, they're funny, they're quirky, they're all the crafts that you associate with being a craftaholic. So you've got your card making, you've got your artist, you've got your knitter, you've got your cake maker, you've got your florist, what else? We've got the dressmaker. Oh, just everything that you associate. Oh, there we go. Put that on the right way. That will be good. There we are. So what we've got is we've got paper. The pads which we've got all today are the 170 GSM.
Fabulous.
Now it's also very smooth. Yes. So of course that lends itself to colouring. All sorts of colouring mediums, watercolouring, obviously your wax crayons, alcohol pens, superb, really quite lovely. So in the pad, what you've got here in the Craftaholics ones, they are gorgeous, aren't they?
What I love about these as well, I mean, you've got enough space if you want to be die cutting.
Well, this is
it. If you want to be cutting them out.
That's exactly
with your fancy scissors. Yeah. And obviously, as our Joe says, there's so many different beautiful... I'm just working out, sorry, Chris. I keep doing this and doing that, but it's just so you can see those images proper. Beautiful, detailed images. A lot of them, obviously, will associate with a lot of different crafts that we are in. She's rocking a bit of Morrissey there.
I mean, look at that.
Does anyone remember Morrissey with a... Oh, please. Oh, thank goodness, I'm glad you did. But yeah, some beautiful images. The cardstock feels lovely as well.
It is gorgeous. It's been super to work with, and the design team have done an amazing job. So I would like to really start by saying thank you to all of the lovely design team.
Yeah, always very important.
And always very, very important. So as you can see, as you're flicking through, you've got coloured images, you've got different sized images as well, which is quite lovely as well, because I like that. So you've got the larger images, which we're looking at now, so you've got 2 on a page, you've got lots of room around the outside to use all your favourite dyes, use them with aperture dyes, use them with fancy dyes. You'll see lots of different samples where the girls have used, and of course Anthony, have used all the dyes around, and that's why, as you said, it's been designed to do that. Now also, of course, you can use all your other embellishments that you've got in your stash, which is the most important thing. So go on.
Absolutely beautiful. I'm just going to tell you contents because this is important.
It is.
So you are getting 40 sheets in total. So you're getting, I'm reading, I'll show and read at the same time. So you've got 32 A5 card toppers. You've also got 32 of the A6 card toppers. You've got 16 of the A5 black and white toppers, so you can colour them however you fancy.
Yeah.
You've then got 16 quarters and verses. You've got 80 craft tags. You've got 80 card toppers in total. I mean, when you look at it, you can create so many beautiful cards. So many different looks on there. And the ones that you can colour yourself, you can obviously
which
really
is one here.
get carried away with, can't
That's
you?
right. So what we've got here is, excuse me, what we've got here is,
look at that.
this is a stunning piece of work, I've got
That's
to
it.
say. And this has been done with the Spectrum Wires, I do believe. Now, also, if I can just pick this
I love
particular
this
piece up.
That
Isn't it
attention to
lovely?
detail is
It's
really
good,
cute, isn't it?
Yeah,
That is so
it
cute.
It really is quite terrific.
Oh, I like that.
Now, what we've
Look
got
at
here
that.
is we've got an example, obviously, of one of the pieces that is in the book. This is the
Yeah.
florist that hasn't been coloured, so it's your choice as to what colouring medium you are happy with. Take your watercolours onto it, the paper will withstand it. And on the other side of the spectrum, of course, the alcohol inks, which is superb.
Yeah.
I love this
That's
idea.
so pretty.
I do believe that was Margaret. Am I right? Yes, it is Margaret.
That's
Thank
so
you, Margaret.
pretty, isn't
It is so good. It's very clever because she's made a book out of a book.
That's a really good
So
idea.
a lovely gift.
So it could be a little colouring in book herself.
Yep.
So, like, obviously, because the colouring in books are so big still.
Oh,
but
of
yeah,
course,
just
yes.
find it.
Yeah.
Bob's your uncle. That is lovely.
Do something like this. If you're going on a plane, train, any journey that you can actually have hands-on. That's right. You know, have a little play. This one's one of mine. I just thought, well, let's just make something other than a card. Beautiful, beautiful cards. Let's just see what else we can do. So a little hoop there.
Yeah, that's really
Give us a
cute.
gift. I mean, this is just lovely. I'm loving all of the fabulous pieces. That you've got all the text. You've got everything that is very specific to the actual
everything
craft.
matches
Yes,
properly,
it does.
doesn't it?
Now, the other thing is, just to mention, you do get a page of the sentiments. So, for instance, this one, Friends of Flowers from the Same Garden, which I love that.
Yeah, that's gorgeous.
Now, what you can do is, you have the ability, in the book, it just does give you a website to go to, and you can print more of those off.
Okay, so if you run out or
if you run
extra.
out, that's right, because
that's
you've got.
well good.
Yeah, I think it's a terrific idea because you've got a lot more of the pictures than what you have of the sentiments.
Amazing,
because
yeah, of
obviously
course.
they wanted to focus on the pictures.
Yeah.
To get that beautiful artwork
That's a
out there.
really
So
good idea.
it is lovely, isn't it? Really
Absolutely
good idea.
Fabulous.
Yeah.
Okay, so it is working out at 40 pence. 40p? Okay, 42 pence a sheet. So that means when you look at it, 42 pence a sheet. I mean, there's a lot of them where, say, the bigger toppers, you're getting 2 per card.
Yes.
So that means only like 22 pence a hey. Is it? Am I right? Because I've already forgotten. 22 pence per topper. 21.
21. And going
now
down.
We're going to
divided by 4.
11-ish, I don't know.
We'll just go 10p, should we?
But it does mean if you're making them to sell,
That's
and I
right.
presume you can sell
Yes,
your cards
you
with
can.
these.
100% angel policy. The only thing they don't obviously want you to do is to reproduce the actual book and then sell it as without it being used as a craft.
Excellent.
So,
you've also, get this, Freedom members, you're looking at 28 pence. 38. It's going to be one of them days, Lottie. Good luck with me today. I even forgot to eat. It works out at 30 or something pence, 38 pence per sheet. So again, when you think about it, fantastic value for money. But I just think they're beautiful to work with.
I think
Gorgeous
it's just
imagery.
fun. It's lovely. It's something for the summer that we can have a play with and create some beautiful makes and to give to our crafty friends.
Yeah, I think they're gorgeous.
Yeah,
now,
super.
if you'd love to go for this one, it is 934260. Remember that Freedom price was £15.29. Now, do check out the website, Hochanda.com, because there is so many goodies.
Oh, yes.
And I tell you what, if you are on the website, there's so many other beautiful paper prices. The ones I really, really like the grayscale. They are gorgeous.
Yeah.
Have a look. There are 5-star reviews all over the place for these because the quality is amazing. The artwork is beautiful artwork from Teresa. We would love to hear from you.
Please.
If you've worked with any of the pads, if you have obviously worked with Teresa's gorgeous imagery, please email in. It is studio@hochanda.com. If you have any questions or you'd just like to say hiya, say hello, do come on through. It is studio@hochanda.com, or you can always give us a ring, 01733602000. We always like to have a chat. Okay, Arjo?
We do like a little chat, don't we?
We do. Come on through.
Yes, so with trees having these here for a year, there are going to be hundreds of people that have actually bought these, so we really would love to know what you've done and how you feel about them. So what we thought was we'd start off with a card. So I have popped in a couple of little embellishments there that I have used with the clay moulds.
Gorgeous.
Which I've had for some time, this tea set one, which is quite lovely. So I have made these already, so we'll just go ahead and use these.
Super.
Now, you said this earlier, right at the top of the show. What's excellent about the pads, and I'm loving the fact that there's lots of room around the actual illustrations. So, of course, that means that we can put it through our die cutting machines and we can cut using apertures and all sorts of things. So I'm using my little, my Junior today, actually.
Junior?
Yes, I brought my Junior out to play. I do, and it's so cool.
It's so portable.
It is so portable, and even I can carry it without getting told off for not carrying too much. I know.
Yeah, that's
so
a start.
I know. So so what I'm going
going
to do is just going to show you how easy it is to cut. 170 GSM, but it does cut so beautifully well, and with no problem at all.
Fabulous.
So you can see. There we go.
Perfect.
So you've got that lovely image.
Perfect. And it's so nice because obviously you don't have to die cut these.
Oh,
if you
no,
don't want
not
to.
at all.
But it's
No.
lovely that you've got that option. The space around that imagery gives you an option. So you've got so many gorgeous dies that you can use with that.
Yeah, that's right. So
cards you can use it for stamping on.
what I love is the fact that we've got so much in our craft stash, unless of course you're an absolute beginner and just make room for it.
Tell you what, these are good for a beginner.
They are
Because
superb
they'll
for a
give you-
beginner.
Because they give you the coloured
They are.
images, because they
Yeah.
give you the black and white images to have a colour.
Yes.
Because they're dead easy.
Yes,
to
they
work
are.
with, aren't they?
Yes, they are. So if you are just you're just starting out as a colour, excuse my plastic by the way,
Oh,
little
don't you worry.
moving injury.
Oh, is it all right? Have you just?
Oh
taken
no,
a
it's
nail off?
fine. I've just yeah, and it just looks really terribly ugly today.
Oh.
So.
As long as it's not hurting.
Oh no, no, not at all.
Oh, I like your shiny card.
Yes, it's just out again, out of our stash. So just picking that out from the blue in the actual picture
And there's
itself.
a lot of gorgeous colours, so it's dead easy to pick.
Yes, it
some of those
is.
colour palettes
Yeah,
out, isn't
it certainly is. So, and also if you colour it yourself, obviously you match it up with whatever you want to use. So just put in a little bit of a pink
The detail
bling
in the
going
image is
on.
fabulous.
Isn't
I
it
think
lovely?
Our Teresa must like cats and dogs.
Definitely, because
there's-
on each of the
Yeah,
images
yeah,
you
yeah.
can see that, can't
Right,
you?
and this one, there's a little cat under. Well, I think it's a little cat. It looks like a little cat, but you could get away with pretending it were a fox.
I think you could. Yes.
Fox under your kitchen
Yeah.
table. Maybe
Yeah.
that wouldn't occur. It is a cat, isn't it? So
Not in this
you've got
country,
the pup-
possibly,
I
but-
know. You've got your little puppet. You're not talking about dog. I'm talking about that under there. Under the table, I say under the table. So it could it, but we think it's a cat, really. But then the puppy is obviously attempting to get attention. Definitely.
Yeah.
Me. I think he's begging, isn't it? He's
Definitely,
like,
definitely.
Could I have some? Could I have some?
Yeah, go on, please.
Yeah.
There's no chance that that's going to happen because she's so tied up with what she's doing.
Yeah, but she's going all over the place. That dog is definitely going to have something to eat there.
It is good. It's lovely.
Actually, she probably cooks like I cook. You know,
What,
when
messy?
you finish, you walk away and it goes, poof.
Really?
Well, actually.
Do you bake?
Yeah. No, I'd like to.
Yeah?
But I am, I'd like to.
Yeah?
But I haven't had time, really.
No. I used to do when the children were small, yes. But I think it's just the timing,
again.
Mark would love me to bake again, I'm sure he would, but, you know.
Sometimes I think if you bake, it can be
My
a bit
mum
lethal,
bakes.
can't it?
My mum bakes,
Does
as you
she?
well know from coming to
Of
our...
course, yes, I do. But some time ago now.
It is a while, yes, yeah. In fact, we had a double day on Sunday and she did a lot of baking for that, and my goodness me, it went down terrifically well.
Yeah, but there's nothing better than home baking, is there?
No, there
There's
isn't.
nothing better.
No.
That, I think as a kid, that's one of my favourite.
You know,
it
when you
is.
think,
Yeah,
right,
yeah.
Home baking
yeah.
really sticks in my brain.
Oh, I was always making bits and pieces with the kids. They, you know, they loved it. They really did.
I love my mum.
Yeah.
My favourite thing that my mum used to do, she used to do Eccles cakes.
Oh,
my good
then.
God, they
Oh,
were
I've never
so
made.
good.
I've never made those.
Oh, they were amazing.
Yeah.
And yeah, because she used to put the sugar on, you know, when it were nice and warm.
Yes.
Oh, I'm so hungry.
You can tell you're hungry. We'll have to move on to another subject, knitting or something next.
Get to the knitting.
Right, so I've also cut beforehand another oval with a little stitch detail going on. So you can see what's fantastic about it is I've taken that one image, just one, out of that entire pack. And I've made this entire card with bits and bobs, and there literally are bits and bobs just from paper and a little bit of card, little bit of ribbon, and that's as simple as what it gets.
And the lovely thing about this, I mean, it could be anything that you've got in your stash.
Yes, it could.
You know, because there's so many colours on there.
That's right.
It doesn't need to be toppers.
Not at all.
You know, the same theme. It could just be coloured papers.
Yep, that's it.
Really easy to make a card with.
So what we did was, I just looked at it and thought, well, you know, let's go with the pinks. We'll go with nice bright colours, a little bit of the blue from her apron. So I took the pink from the actual icing, a little bit of blue from the apron, and yeah, just went from there. So I'll just very, very quickly just colour my teapot ever so quickly. I've already made this, so obviously it's all nice and dry, but ever so quickly.
Nice. So is that
it just adds a little bit of
molds as well?
Yes, it is. It's just I've had it years. I've had this set years.
Fabulous.
And I'm sure that Noreen will definitely not remember me buying it, but whenever there was a show, and of course I would be working, so I would dash around. You know how you do when you're working on a show? You dash around and you have a look to see what's what you want to buy, and you have this list, and I sort of would dash around and find Noreen at a show, and oh, I need this, Noreen. I need this, Noreen. So, but just have a look. This is what I'm trying to say is have a look in your stash, in your crafty stash, to see what you've got that goes with all the topics that we have.
Yeah.
And that really is very, very simplistic and very, very quick. And you can see there that
really effective.
Yes, it's pretty, isn't it? To the eye, yes.
And now our lovely Jo, thank you ever so much.
So
we'll do
my pleasure.
Another quick reminder of what you've got. Now then, 934360, that's your item number. Shall I show you what we're going to get? So, 80 toppers in total.
Yes.
You've also got all those fantastic sentiments. Now, have a look at these, because, again, you've got a variation. So, you could cut the toppers out if you wanted to, using your dyes, adding your glitters, adding, obviously, your colour palette to this. The choice is yours with that. Loads of those. And remember, they're going to give you the code, so you can print more and more. That's such a nice idea.
Actually, let me just, I will try and have a very quick look. Where are we? I've used this pad quite a lot, obviously, for making my samples with, but you can see it's actually at the top of the sentiments page.
Super, but it's in there.
It is. There we go.
Give them the code just
no,
yet,
we're not going to. No. You're going to
you get it in the book.
You're actually going to get it. I've got it at the top of the page there. So, and you can see at the top of the sentiments page there, you've got all the details. So all you need to do is pop onto there, and you can reprint them as many times as you wish.
And I think that's such a good idea. Obviously, you're getting all these as well now. 80 gorgeous toppers. You can see the imagery. You've got the ones that you're colouring yourself. So is this you? Are you chilling out, sewing away?
I love that one.
The dog's on her lap. The cat's there.
Yeah. She's
and
not getting a lot done.
Slippers.
Yeah.
No, she don't look like she's getting much done. This one, again, the cat's there, so she's been making jewellery and basically making jewellery for the cat. Loving the cat's crown. Absolutely gorgeous. We've also got the card maker, of course. So you've got fabulous embellishments all over there. You've got all the detail that goes into these images. I think the knitter is my favourite.
I love the
You've
knitter.
got the cat playing with ball of wool, the dog just looking confused.
Yeah.
Not quite knowing what's going on. And the only place she can store in wool safely is on her head. And again, you've got the images that you can colour in, or you've got the images, the smaller images that are pre-coloured. You are getting a page each of these as well. You're getting 4 images per page. I love that one. I've only just noticed the cat in the bin. I think this is something you do, isn't it?
Yes,
you know,
it is.
As you're looking through, you start seeing all those extra little elements. Now you start seeing all the quirky little elements. There are so many beautiful, beautiful pages of gorgeous, gorgeous designs. Now remember, Teresa did join us just a year ago in the building. The artist who's created these fantastic images for us to work with. 2 pages of the gorgeous coloured in toppers. You are getting 2 of each, well, 2 pages of each of these, so 4 of those in total. In total, 80 toppers for only over 80 toppers for just £15.29. It's so easy to work with. I like that they're in a pad as well.
Yes, I like that.
Safe. It keeps them nice and easy to get to.
It does.
Obviously, you can tear them out really simple as well. See, have a look. Really beautiful.
Love this one. So what we've got here is Doreen has made this, and she's actually decoupaged the actual picture. So what she's done is she's took a couple of the smaller pictures,
of course, yeah.
which you can see. Obviously, this is the quilter, but you can see obviously we've got the smaller pictures, which you've got 4 on the page, and she's took 2 of them, and she's took elements out. Oh, sorry, it's Noreen. I do beg your pardon, Noreen.
Is it our lovely Noreen?
Oh yes,
it's our lovely Noreen.
It is.
Hiya, Noreen. Obviously done a fabulous job.
Yes, it's beautiful.
Beautifully decoupaged. Not too much, but this is a nice thing because you get repeat prints.
Yes,
you've got that
it.
choice. You can use them as singles, but you are getting that many toppers that you don't have to. You can, if you want to, you can use them for decoupage or single toppers. The choice is yours. Now, £15.29. That's your prize.
Now,
absolutely gorgeous.
Let me just show you. That's the same print. How different is that card? Tracy's made this. It is, isn't it?
Utterly.
So it's took the exact same print. Yes, this one's coloured, but it's the same print. It's the same illustrated piece, but how very different, just by 2 different people doing that same.
That design.
So that just shows you the creativity that you have got within that pad.
Yeah, I think it's gorgeous.
Super.
If you want to get hold of this, you know what to do. 934260, that's your item number. Now, do check out the website at hochanda.com. We have got so many of these beautiful pads for you to choose from. Honestly, the designs are stunning. Absolutely stunning. My favourites are definitely the grayscale ones. I'm really liking them. But if there is any you want, you know what to do. Check out that website. In fact, the next one we're going to show you is one of these grayscale ones. I'm sorry, I'm doing this so I don't knock everything over. Know yourself. So, before I knock everything down, now I like these.
These are so classy, aren't they?
Look at them.
Very, very different. So it's the grayscale, and you've got that touch of that lovely deep red going on. But it doesn't mean to say that you have to use the deep red around the card. Obviously, it does blend really well if you use some of the deep red ribbon or whatever, or pick different shades of red to bring in. But you can also use it on so many different projects. So they're beautiful. Same concept, in as much as you've got the larger pieces that we can use the dies, which is an example here with this beautiful watering can. So use these with your larger dies if you have them. You don't need to use a die, as we've just said. It is purely if you have them, that's lovely to do. And then of course you've also got the 4 on a page. You've also got the sentiments and bits and pieces. Just
and it's
beautiful,
nice again,
just
you can
lovely.
Die cut them. You can obviously decoupage them.
Oh yes,
get your sparkle pens on. There's so many choices.
Definitely.
Like these a lot. Now, in this one, you've actually got 120 toppers.
How amazing
Value
is that?
for money. 120 toppers. And I mean, they are exquisite. I think when you're getting that many, you're happy to decoupage. I'm like, that one's been decoupaged. You're happy to decoupage them.
You are.
Because you're not getting too precious about using all your images, are you?
No, that's right. Lovely with the black and white.
Yeah.
Love this one.
Do you know what I love about these? You can introduce, because they're black and white, you can introduce any colour. I mean, that's obviously picking out the red, but that one, lime green, and it
beautiful.
works.
It makes it pop, doesn't it? That lime green really,
absolutely
it brings in that, and then this beautiful one with the pink. So what we've got is, we've got the ability to use whatever you feel that you want to use with it. Make them as plain as what you wish, or as decorated.
Fancy.
That's right.
Gorgeous. Now, £15.29, that's all you're paying. It's another Freedom price. 095 600. That's your item number. Of course, Freedom members, you aren't paying any postage. Now, let's have a look at the little bears.
And they are so cute.
So, this is another grayscale one.
It is, yes.
Let's have a see.
So, same principle as the one that we've just seen before. So, obviously the grey and the deep red, but we've got lots and lots of occasions in this one. So, we've got celebration bears, we've got Valentine bears, we've got wedding bears. You know, we've got, there you go, look at that little teacup
cute, aren't they?
You've got the guardian bear, you've got the baby bears, which of course you can put on a newborn baby card, and of course it is a generic as well, so a newborn baby card, you could put a boy or a girl on there and just annotate it with a little bit of with your sentiment for the boy or the girl, a little bit of pink or blue ribbon.
Really
super.
Cute.
They are
Her
lovely.
imagery, Teresa's imagery is
She's
beautiful.
good, isn't she?
She's such a nice artist.
Yeah.
And I do like the fact everyone is so detailed. I mean, it is utterly up to you what you're adding to these. So you've got them all different sizes. Obviously, you've got a lot for your money there. And of course, you can colour them in. They're a grayscale image. So it allows you to add your colour if you want to. Look at that price. You're saving £7 here. This is almost our price.
Tremendous.
You've got 120 toppers. What I love about this as well,